together.
it's so not a flex.
How you figure?
Everybody needs somebody,
Hmm.
and I need
I
you,
think what?
and I need you.
All right, there you go with that creepy shit. Do you understand the difference between men and women when it comes to relationships, though?
Yes and no.
What do you understand the difference is?
Wait, repeat the question again.
The difference between men and women when it comes to relationships.
Yes, men want marriage and women want. Yeah, that's all I got.
Women, huh?
That's all I got.
So nothing. Yes, I mean I can understand like why you would think that as a man, right? And clearly like desperate to be in like a committed relationship. But it don't work that way for women.
Why not?
The best position for a woman to be is the one who got away. Um, because the relationships favor men. That's why.
Get away. What if the guy has a whip? You know,
There you
you
go
know,
being
you,
with that
you,
creepy
you
shit.
know, like
There we
you
go
know,
with that creepy shit.
like Indiana
Mm-mm.
Jones's whip. You know, like when he whipped that girl at the end of that one movie,
Hold
the
up,
Temple of
Micah.
Doom.
Micah. Now this why you be sitting in the queue and I don't be letting you up. You saying some weird shit right now.
Did you not see the Temple of Doom?
What's up, Thaddeus?
Hey, how you doing?
You didn't see the Temple
I'm
of
good.
Doom?
Go ahead, Thaddeus. What you think about the prompt?
Um, it is definitely a flex for women, but the only thing that's like bad about it is because women actually think that it's a flex and it's keeping them away from men.
That's a contradiction. What you say? You said it is good for women, but
No,
it's not
no, I ain't
because.
saying it's good. I said it's a flex. A flex is different. If I'm trying
It
to
is
show
a
you my
flex, though.
muscles, if I'm trying to show you that I could be this super independent woman, I could do all this by myself. That's a flex. Even if you don't got no kids, none of that. But
So hold
when you
up, real quick, Thaddeus. Do
Honestly,
men
all that
prefer
independent stuff is
relationships?
nonsense.
Hold
Honestly,
on, real quick. Do men prefer relationships with women who've been in a lot of relationships or women who haven't been?
at the end of the day, like we can't control how many relationships that y'all been with.
All right, so you just a liar and you can't be
No, I'm
honest
just
in a
saying, like, if I
discussion.
see a woman and like
I ain't say nothing about
if I
controlling.
see you at the mall, if
I
I
ain't say
go to
nothing about being
Target,
controlling.
if I go to Walmart, if I go to Kroger's and I see that you a beautiful woman, I don't care about how many relationships that you was in. That's something that I gotta learn down the line.
Yeah, I know that's something. I know men talk about like body count and stuff, but
No,
we've learned that.
that's
Hold on. We've
something that
learned that
I
like y'all
have
don't
to
really care
learn
about
down
that
the
stuff.
line, but I'm not
how
every
about this? You
man
need a
though.
fishing pole.
I'm not every
Get you reel it
man.
in.
I'm not every man. Like, you can't just automatically think that just because this man cares about your body count, that I will care about your body count.
But that's my point. A lot of men don't care. They just be saying that shit.
I can't say that though.
So you want to be special, okay?
No, I'm
What's up?
not trying to be special. I'm just letting you know that to me, like for
Yeah,
me,
typically y'all don't care. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just be nagging women. Y'all don't
no, I
care.
do care.
And so now you care?
No, yes, I always cared. When did I say that I didn't?
Now you need Indiana Jones's whip to keep her from
No,
getting
okay,
away.
no. Micah, that's why I was Micah, you gotta go. What's up, Gold from Electronics?
Hello, turds at JS.
Hey.
Being single is a flex for women. Yeah, yeah, it is. Because we know
Yeah,
how much,
absolutely is. I don't know why, but like why do you think it is?
because women depend on men so much. that they barely can, get through life without us. So when they are single and getting through life without us, it's definitely a flex. They're showing, hey, I'm different, I'm better, So in that way, it's a flex.
No, I would say I would frame it like this because men have hoarded natural resources in a way to like obtain the system that they've created, right? And it's always been for women to be dependent on men to get those resources. So yeah, you can go throughout life without having to have proximity to a man to live a decent life. Then yeah, it's a fucking flex. Can y'all tap the screen? What's up, Joel?
Hi, thank you for having me again. Good night, everyone. So being single is a flex for women. For women, I think it is. I think it is. Um, I think I am the only single woman right now in my family. The only single one. Like I'm 28, no boyfriend, not dating, just going to university, getting my master's. I think I'm the only one right now not dating, no kids. I'm being very honest. But one of the reasons why I think it's a flex is because it shows that you're self-sufficient. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think, you dating is also a flex. You getting married is also a flex. But I think there's a different level of flex when you're a woman who is able to stand on your own and not feel like, oh, I need to be in a relationship to,
Mm,
feel like I'm valued. And I think for the most part, especially as Black women, our value come from our proximity to men. Are you married to this man? Are you dating a man? Do you have a child? That's where most of our value come from. People don't really give you the respect you're supposed to be given as a human being unless you're attached to a man. So that's just one of the downsides to it. But it's something that you actually have to demand. I've learned that you have to be vocal about it and you have to demand it. You have to let people know, look here, I'm not a child. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to respect me the same way how I respect you. But I think it's one of the biggest flex, like just being single. To be honest, since I've been single, it's the most peace I've had. I've been single for like 5 years now, not really. I'm not saying that I'm not interested in dating, but on my own terms, if that makes sense. On my own terms, at my own pace. But right now, I'm just taking it easy. I'm just enjoying it.
yeah, I think men dysregulate your nervous system and they bring stress to your life. Um,
That's not true.
what do you mean?
How is men bringing stress in your life?
I think dating when you're younger is completely different from when you're older. So when I was younger and I was dating, what I noticed is that they tend to want to do certain things and then it's almost like you need to put up with it, right? Just because
Yeah,
you want a
but no,
partner.
that's not right because some men will they will be it's men out here in this world that will for fully cater to you, do everything that you want them to do.
And
You
that's
would
Hold up,
true.
you
Thaddeus.
would
Hold
And
think
up,
that's
that
true.
Thaddeus.
you would think that they
Hold up,
was
real
soft.
quick. Thaddeus.
You would be like, man, I don't want no man like
Thaddeus.
this.
See, like right now, you don't listen. When you're in a relationship, do you be arguing? Like, do you have arguments in your relationship?
Every relationship have arguments.
Yeah, that's stressful, first of all. Like, but about what? What
It
was
just
it?
depends on it. Like me, I like to go out and hang out with my friends.
In which you don't communicate that well or something?
No, I'm telling this moment I'm going to hang out with my friends. And I'm going to be back home and sometimes they like
You need to fast
I
forward
don't
the
like
button
your
a little bit.
friends. I don't want you to hang out with your friends.
So you don't make sure your partner feels secure in a relationship.
Yes, I do make my partner feel
It don't sound
secure.
like it.
No, I make
If
my
you going out and your partner feel uncomfortable, you haven't made your partner
no,
feel
my
secure in a
partner
relationship.
don't
Sounds like
feel
stress to
no
me.
is exactly that's what I'm saying. Everything that a man does that's outside of just with y'all is stress, and it's like I was with a
Hold on,
woman. I was
Thaddeus.
with a
It's taking
woman.
you. Hold up.
I
It's
was
taking you too
with.
long to get it out. I'm not that patient. Go ahead, Young.
How do I?
Oh, go ahead, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you on mute.
My bad. What were you saying? I had to turn down my music and I couldn't hear for a
You can
second.
respond to the prompt now.
Oh, I completely and wholeheartedly and 100% agree with you. I don't think most people are ready for this conversation. I think people haven't woken up to the fact of how most men around the world treat most women.
I'm super ready
It's
for
like a
this
global.
conversation, but she won't let me have
Hold
it.
up, Thaddeus. She in the middle of
Brother, let her
talking.
finish, brother. You proving the point.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So you saying overall men just treat women,
Right. I have that
they don't treat women
connection.
good. Okay. What's up, Tone?
I use them to give you them. Oh,
Hold on,
hello?
Elizabeth. I don't know if it's your signal. Are you still talking?
I think there's something wrong with her
I
internet
think it's the
service.
signal.
Yeah, I think her
Somewhere else get
signal
better
messed
signal.
up.
You need a
Yeah, your
man to
signal
fix
messed
it.
up.
She just need a man to fix it.
Yeah, you can get a man to fix it without being in a relationship. That's the beauty of it. Go ahead, Tone.
So I want to say, before my TikTok experience and understanding of engagement with people on a regular basis, to really kind of get out of, let's say, probably their inner thoughts, because we can hide behind this internet. I would have been like, "What?" when I saw that. But now I get to listen sometime. And as a man that's in a healthy, committed
Thank you, Miss
relationship,
Info.
I listen from a standpoint of non-biased, without an agenda. So I ain't trying to holler at no chicks and nothing like that on here. I'm just chilling, right? And I can say, man, my brother's got to step it up.
Thank you, Miss
Like
Info.
my brother's got to step it up, because like what I be hearing on here, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna ride with us, right? What we be sharing and how we be approaching and some of our thought patterns and ideologies. Shit, I think it might be a flex for them, y'all. I think we losing. I think we ain't gonna win this series in 5, man. We gonna have to push it to 7 and turn it around, because um, if this is the true inner thoughts of the majority of men, it's crazy, because I'm like, damn, they've been saying this for the longest, and I think I've been in the 20%, not the 80. And I was raised a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Raised to be on my P, and that's being honest and say what you are
Yeah,
as a man and
and brother,
stand.
and
And
brother, I
my
agree
brother, I'm in the
with
middle
you,
of a whole sentence though, so you can't agree with me. So I finish mine. You understand me?
but I'm
But
saying,
I don't
I
need no
said that
cosigner.
I
Scottie
agree
Pippen,
with
Michael
her.
Jordan got this. Sit down, Scotty. I got this game. I got
Yeah,
me.
all
I
right, let
got
me
me, because
have it.
I'm no. You need to sit your ass down. I got this, Scotty.
Nah,
Let me get us to this championship. Shut your mouth. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by the immature young brother, we losing because of niggas like him. Because there ain't no
okay.
impulse control, ain't no discipline, ain't no patience. And then motherfuckers think they can run everything and they can lead everything. But sometimes we gotta learn how to motherfucker follow. So it's suckers like that nigga that piss me off and prove y'all right with this
All
prompt.
right, but you
I'll
saying
land.
I'm a
Man,
sucker?
shut your goofy ass up.
Okay.
Interrupting in slow motion is fucking crazy. I just want to say that. What's up, T Bird? Go ahead, Alex.
I get what y'all are saying. I'm not opposed to it too much, but if you're single as a woman, it still means you haven't found the man who steps up. You know, like the last guy was talking about. That's all.
I don't even know what you just said.
Oh, well, if you're single, it still means you haven't found the one who's stepped up.
So you saying no? You missing it. It's not about you single until you get into a relationship. There are women who choose to be single. Like they're not trying to be in a relationship. Like I put Maya on in my background. She did an interview about her being celibate for 7 years and has been beneficial to her. Like it's not like, oh, you single until you get in a relationship, somebody show up. It's like no, the choice is to be single.
Is that like a trauma response?
Trauma how?
Like, did those women always only want to be single? All
Do.
of them?
It's do women. Do women. Not does.
I said, do those women, not does that way. Anyway,
So if the trauma response being in a relationship with men, then that bit would be valid, but it doesn't change
of
the
course.
fact that the women would prefer to be single. Like
That's not a flex,
it,
though. To be traumatized out of wanting to be in a relationship's not a
it's better
flex.
to be no. To be traumatized in a relationship wouldn't be the flex. To be
That's
able
not
to
a flex
flex
either.
outside a relationship and be able to sustain yourself, that would be a flex.
Two
What
things
he,
can be true at once. It's not a.
what Alex is trying to say is that it's not a
Thank you.
flex either way,
Why are you speaking for Alex?
I mean,
because
that's
that's
true.
what he's trying to say.
Yeah, so it would just want to be single after being traumatized too many times, and it also wouldn't be a flex to be in a bad relationship with a bad man. Neither of those things are flexes. Anyway, I'm gonna go drive my royal ass home. Goodbye. Good luck, women.
Not the
Have
insecurity
a
coming
good
out of
day,
it.
Alex. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, T Bird. That he
Be
had to get the
blessed,
insecurity
Alex.
out
Out.
real quick.
Not the fuck.
Be blessed, Alex.
Thaddeus, you
And
talking so
Thaddeus, you
emotional.
were
I'm taking
taking
your
up.
tea.
That's your man's right there. You taking up for the homie. You really believe what he was saying?
Yeah, he looking for somebody to circle jerk
Look,
with. He don't care.
this
He was
my
gonna circle
thing.
jerk with you until you argue
Yeah,
This
back
my
shit.
though.
He know I
thing,
ain't going.
Tone. This my thing, Tone. With you, like you trying to talk like you on some pimp shit or whatever,
I never
but
said
like
that,
you,
cousin.
but you not really on that.
Break me down, then. Tell me
I
all about
already know
me.
you're not.
Tell
And
me.
then on top of that, my thing is I agree with her. I said being single as a woman is a flex, but it's not a flex
Did you play
to
football growing up, brother?
can you
K- k-
repeat that question, please?
did you play football growing up?
Yes.
The
So did
tacky
I.
kind.
What position did you play?
Running back.
I can tell.
Yeah, it's giving CTE coconut.
Super.
Um, yeah, that shit weird. But
Is my
Lord,
Wi-Fi still bad or is it good now?
we can hear you
Your Wi-Fi
now.
way clearer than that
Good,
nigga
good.
thoughts.
You guys' comeback are like amazing. But okay, so I was gonna say that in general, I first of all, I think that you're absolutely right, Tara, and I love how you're gathering people as they're starting to not make sense. But I think that globally as a whole, like women are subjected to a lot of exploitation by men, especially in relationships, because men will use women for like basically propping up their whole life, cooking, cleaning, taking care of everything in the household, and also working, having a double income while they're getting drained and drained each day and taking care of kids, not being able to pursue their own passions and their own interests and their own like the becoming self-actualized, becoming like a leader, becoming whatever they want to do in life. So, because every person is born with a purpose, right? But for some reason, men think that women's purpose is serve men. And that's the problem. So I normally see when women are single, they're thriving, they're like glowing, they're able to pursue their goals, they're happy, they have like good connections to the community, they're smart, they read a lot, they educate themselves, they use their time productively. So I think it's a flex.
Yeah, when you talk about the labor, right? It's so much labor women are expected to do in relationships, and it's like, don't nobody want to do that shit. I want to be able to like kick my shoes off when I get home from work and just relax. I don't need you in my fucking face, asking me a bunch of questions. But go ahead, Katie Steaks.
So are you like when you're saying this, are you saying like it's not a flex for men to be single? I'm seriously
Apparently
asking.
no. A reason I say no, is because when you, what is it called? Precocious manhood. In a way, masculine is defined in our society is that men get status from being in relationships, and to the point where having proximity to one become part of your identity. So yeah, like apparently for men, y'all got some other shit y'all gotta sort out, right? And y'all benefit from the labor of women.
Yeah.
So when a woman doesn't have to be in a relationship with you because of the power dynamic and because it's one-sided, it's been more beneficial for the woman to be by herself.
Exactly. And you guys actually get pay raises and more money when you guys are married versus women, they get less money and they actually get a penalty for becoming mothers and wives. And they're taken out the
Not,
workforce.
it's not
And
even
So let
about
Katie,
him
all of
and
that.
Katie,
hold up, y'all. Let
Jolie,
him
if I
hold
can
up,
say this real
y'all.
quick.
Let him make his
Go,
point. He
yeah.
just had a
Go ahead, brother
question.
Katie.
Oh, I didn't have a point. I was asking.
Hold on, you ain't got nothing to say
I was
about the
really
topic.
confused.
Hold on, you ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to say about the topic.
Nah.
So, brother
Um,
Katie, before I go left, please, T, let me just
hold on,
highlight,
not
please.
you wanting labor from people who ain't got nothing to say. That's crazy.
Let me
Can I say
No.
before.
something?
Why? I just want. I can't have
Wait, before I
context.
go
I was
left.
No, what
confused.
you think about?
Katie.
Hold up, y'all. Katie, what you think about the
Shit.
topic? What you think
Um,
about the topic, Katie?
I feel like this is true to an extent because I mean, in my life, I know there's like in my family, I know a lot of women who are single and they're actually doing really good. Like in my family, they're doing actually really good right now. But I mean,
You got any men in your family that are single?
yeah, and low key, they're not.
And how they doing?
The first person that comes to mind is my cousin. I know he's low key struggling right now.
All right, that's crazy. You had the facts right in your face.
Can I point out something to brother Katie,
Hello?
Miss Jolie, before you go, Miss
Oh, sorry.
Joelle, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, Katie, how old are you, my brother?
18.
Never mind.
Damn, you young as
The
hell.
reason I say never mind is because what I'm going to explain is probably 7, 8 years. I'm gonna say it to you anyway.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah. So, if we go biblical, and they say a man that finds a wife finds what?
What? Good life or what?
A good thing. Right?
Yeah.
So, and even what people try to do, um, they try to be like, my woman is my helpmate, you my rib, but really it's a help meet. And if you really break it down in Hebrew, it's really to save you from drowning, right?
Yeah.
So when you break it down from your mother to the one you end up loving, when you look at women and really see them for what they really are, and as a person, not just a person that's for you, but even if you took a step back and you did a selfish reflection, when you get blessed to be with a woman, when you're fully grown, right? And I hope you just enjoy your life right now while you're young. When you're fully grown, my brother, what you're gonna realize is innately she's going to make your life better. And on accident, you ain't gonna be matching the energy. You're gonna have to subconsciously actually go out your way to even match the energy. A woman brings so much value to us as men, and they do so much thankless work, bro. And I'm saying this because I have to remember when I look at my woman like, oh, whoa, she done did this. Man, goddamn, all I did was go in here and go get on my laptop and do some fucking work and act like I did something. If it's my passion, it's not really work anyway. So I have to go out my way to make sure that I'm balancing and making her life as soft as possible too, because she's making my life easy as hell. That's something that you will
Yeah,
have to
and the
realize.
reality is, if she took all that effort and put in herself, she'd be doing better off. That's the
Exactly. And
problem.
I ain't gonna act like that ain't true. The only thing that she will be missing is that invisible security. Like, you know how we always train for some alien apocalypse that's never gonna come. I ain't never had to use no pew pew in this house since we've been in the same house. And I hope I never
Yeah,
have
when
to. I hope
when
that
I hear about the man breaking in the house, even though most break-ins happen when people not home in the middle of the day, I be wondering what type of
yeah.
neighborhood y'all live in.
Most
Because
break-ins
if you're
happen in the
desperate
middle
to,
of the day.
yeah, when
Yeah,
people not
that's
home,
true.
Oh damn! I thought it mostly
why
happened
would
at
people
night.
break in? Hold up, why would somebody want to break in your house when you're home? If the goal is to take your shit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if they're just trying to like harm you or something, I would kind of assume like if someone's trying to break in, they're
No,
trying to like
no.
harm you
People who
too.
break in houses want to do it when you on vacation. You're not home, sir. They don't want to. They don't want to come in there while you sitting at the table. Like get like that should be accident. But I'm saying if your best security for that is that I'm gonna do something. They come. You ain't set up no better alarm system than that or
Exactly.
security system. Then we got a problem.
On no
Yeah.
prevention system, on no prevention, like how where you live, like she just gave you game too. Like where you put your family, where you live, where you select, that's security too. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't be living in the hood.
Yeah,
You want to put her
absolutely not.
somewhere where you get what I'm saying. You want to put her somewhere where when she gotta go to the store for herself, whatever, it's safe. So these are things that as you get older, you're gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you continue to grow and be a beautiful sponge mind, like I can recognize that you are. But like ultimately, bro, I mean, they be coming to it, man. If you really, really look, not don't even argue on no panel shit. But if you really look at, go to your mother, to the woman that you gonna be blessed to sit across from that could be your wife. Man, I'm supposed to be showing up. I promise they do.
Yeah, I
Go
agree. I
ahead,
agree 100%.
Tyrus. Hold on, let
Um,
Tyrus say something.
not only that, I wanted to say this. The thing about it is when there's a difference between a woman being single and there's a difference between a man, a difference with a woman and a man. If I meet a man who is probably like, let's say 40, and he has never been married, he doesn't have any kids, he doesn't live with a woman, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why no one wants you? You get what I'm saying? Like, what is
Yeah,
wrong with you?
because the thing is, men's proximity to women will give them value.
Right, and
They don't hate it on
not
that home. Yeah, you like what the fuck wrong with this motherfucker? Yeah, because something
right.
ain't right.
And that's kind of strange. That's not normal. You're telling me that no woman wants to be in a relationship with you? No woman? Yeah, there's something wrong with you. I don't want you
Well, I
either.
mean, the way society going now, it's gonna be a lot more of men like that in the future. But go ahead, Tyrus. What you want to say?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, just sitting here listening to y'all. I mean, I don't know if we got too heavy of a point, but I think it makes me feel like we lost the plot. I guess I just feel like in vast majority of cases, if we're not talking about the exception, life is better with another human, ideally romantic, right? And I think the
No,
only way that that's not that case,
that's a misconception.
hold up real quick. I think the only way that that's not that case is if it's a bad person. And so when I read this and I hear you guys talk, I feel like what I'm hearing is most like I think that most people are good people. And when the way y'all are speaking, I feel like maybe you guys don't share that idea. I
No, we
just
Well,
agree.
hold up. Let me explain your misconception, right? The problem is in a lot of y'all friendships be like real surface level and y'all participate in parallel play, meaning like when y'all hang with y'all friends, it like centers around an activity, right? And y'all don't have the same deep connections. And unfortunately, the way that y'all conditioned, y'all lean on women to support y'all and when it comes to emotional support. But for women, it's different, right? Women, in relationships, friendships, right? Because first of all, the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. But in friendships with women, there's a give and take in a way that women don't get from men. So that's what I'm saying.
Tara,
You
I
fail
think
to
you're
see.
wrong. I think you're
Hold
really
up,
wrong.
hold up. I don't care what you think. Listen what I'm saying. Your perception is off because you're thinking, oh, the connections women have with each other is the same that men have with each other, and it's not the same. So that's not true. I was talking about a study where they were saying that women who are single in older age and have strong networks of friendships do better because they do things like they call each other and make sure they know what's going on with the weather. They call on each other, make sure they're doing like doing well. They do outings. They there to support each other in a way that women who an older woman who's in a relationship with a man end up taking on a nurse role because men age faster than women. So you're incorrect.
Also, I'd say, like, to bounce off Tara's point, is that most men in general are socialized to be very selfish. They did a study that showed that the reward center of men's brains light up when they're being selfish and doing selfish actions, versus the reward center in women's brains light up when they're being selfless and they're helping others and they're nurturing others because of the way we're socialized. So I think that when we're talking about even protection, going to protection, like where men will say, well, we're protectors and providers, but what are you protecting and providing against other men who are likely to be using aggression, because that's what's ingrained in young men today, to be aggressive, to be selfish, to
But
be.
you're not even
So are
talking about
those
the
good
protection
partners?
thing.
You know, I know I just brought that up because
The,
last we were talking about that earlier, so that's why I wanted to say that
um,
and I waited. Yeah, that's really why I brought it up.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Thyros, you can unmute and respond if you want, but you definitely was wrong.
No, but you're talking like definitively. And I'm telling you that I don't see that in literally most men I know. And I don't think that that's
You don't see
anecdotal.
what in most men.
Hold on, I'm gonna explain it. First off, you saying that men's friendships are surface level is not,
Yeah.
I don't think that most men would agree with that. I almost all of my friendships are exclusively very vulnerable. We get deep about everything. We get deep about fatherhood. I crave those conversations. I'm actually put off by the opposite. So I think that you're generalizing and you're speaking as if you are a
Yeah, it's a
man.
general conversation. Of course, I'm gonna
No, it's a general
generalize.
conversation,
No,
but
it's general, and I'm
I
gonna
Yeah.
base it off of
no, I
Also,
example for
disagree with you. I
everybody.
Tyrus,
think
I
what
think that
you're
you have
saying
more
is the
empathy for men than women. Because look at how you just been talking about all the things that men experience, but you can't understand why being single would be a flex for women because you don't have empathy for women.
Oh, because they wouldn't be doing what I said.
Hello, I'm sorry, guys. That's a man in the background interrupting me,
Oh
but
man.
yo, I that is not true. I don't like I legitimately, to be fair, I've never dated a man. But when I hear women speak like this, far majority of
Hold on, you
most
going
men,
most, so you generalizing to
hold up,
me. Just making
most
that
men in
clear.
my life that I know are good people who do not default to what you guys are saying. I think that everybody has to work on themselves to be happy in a relationship, work inward, attachment, all that stuff, right? But you
It's
guys are
weird.
you're making really strong statements about men as a whole that I don't
And the problem is,
experience.
y'all want to base, hold on. The problem is, one, you generalize that you claim I was doing it, whatever. But the problem is, right, y'all want to take your experience with men and you want to silence women and tell us that that's our experience too. And we telling you with men like you and the friends that you talking about, y'all be the fucking problem and we have a different perspective. And yet you like, no, but we good guys. No, y'all not. Y'all, like she said, selfish, self-centered. You like to center yourselves. You're misogynistic. You take. You don't give back. You don't value women, and like your identity is fragile.
Hey, if you had that experience with most men in your life, I think that's really unfortunate. And I think that if a
Yeah,
lot of
you the
women
man I'm talking
here,
about, though.
I think if a lot of men or women here are feeling that way, I think that's messed up. But
Tyrus, how can you
can
say
I just
how
say
women
something real
feel?
quick? Hold up.
You've been saying a lot.
No. I am saying if that's how you guys feel, I am curious though, at what point do you say if you're having the same interaction with people in every
Okay.
relationship, what point do you say
Tyrus,
you're
you're a
the
person of,
common denominator?
I
Hold
know
on,
what
you
you're
gotta
going to
let me
say. You
finish.
men
Hold on,
always
you
use
still
this
got hold
argument.
up, hold up.
No,
Yeah.
You still
people,
gotta
not
let me
men,
finish.
people.
Men.
Like if you've been in a relationship and you've been cheated on, every single relationship, your whole
Hold
adult
up, real quick.
relationship,
Hold
at
up, hold up, hold up. Listen to what I'm saying though. He see how when he answered it, he was talking about him and his friends and his own experience. He already centered. He's the man I'm talking about, and now he's trying to gaslight us. Go ahead, Richard.
Hey y'all.
So Richard, you
Hello,
ain't
how
got
you
nothing to
doing?
say? Go
Oh, I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
I thought
good.
I'm good. How
I
y'all
hope
doing?
everybody's good.
Oh, I don't want to step on nobody's toes. Who is it? Is it my turn to speak?
Richard, go ahead, respond to the prompt, Richard.
It said being single is a flex for women. It's depending on the person,
Yes.
depending on the woman. You know, some women choose to deal with a man, some choose don't, and it's all from the experiences. But I do, you know what I'm saying? I do agree with the last guy was just talking. You know what I'm saying? If your experiences as a man or a woman always wind up
So you
doing the
want to circle
same
jerk.
results, you have to change yourself. It ain't the people,
Yeah,
it's
so
you.
you okay, hold
Okay.
up real
So,
quick. Hold up real quick. Cause y'all like to gaslight us, right?
That's gaslighting.
Um, hold up, sir. Hold up, sir. Calm down. I'm gonna explain this, but I don't expect you to get it because y'all like empathy.
No,
Just like
I'm
when
gonna get
hold
it.
up,
I'm gonna get
sir,
it. Explain it. I'm gonna get it.
sir. So we're talking about system of sexisms.
Okay.
Sexism is a system based on discrimination or against someone's sex. Women have to deal with sexism in our society. You might be familiar with racism. If you went to white people and was talking about discrimination and the racism you face, and then white people response was, "Oh, you must don't know any good white people. The white people around here don't treat niggas like that." Then you'd be like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" But you can't have that level of empathy for women when we talk about our experiences with sexism.
I agree with you. I didn't disagree. But you can't base your experience. You can't put that on everybody. So it's like what you. Let me say this to you. Listen to this, and this don't sound biased to you. what do you expect from a man that you deal with?
What do you mean the man I deal with?
I'm saying, if you, the gentleman that you choose to bring into your life, you allow into your life, what do you expect from him?
Can I share my thoughts?
I mean, whoever it is talking, I mean, I'm just trying to get a generalization of what you expect from that man.
My expectations from a man that I'm dealing with, number
Okay.
one, is that he is undoing the conditioning from patriarchy. That's unintentional, right? Because it's just happening. We live in a patriarchal world. We live in a patriarchal society. So these are things that are just innately happening. You have to undo those things. You have to be
So
conscious about what.
that's a broad
Well, hold on
statement.
real
So
quick. Hold on
if
real quick.
specific, what are the
So
things you're speaking of? That's
hold
a
up,
broad
Richard.
statement.
Hold up, Richard.
Okay.
So, the thing about that, Yasmin, on a subconscious level, you can't just undo those things. And a lot of times, these men are covert.
No, I didn't say I said consciously undoing them,
Yeah, I know,
but
but
the
listen
but
what
the
I'm
condition
saying.
the
Hold on,
conditioning
I
is
know, but listen what I'm saying.
subconscious, and they
Let,
don't
let her
realize
No,
that
finish.
it's
Let her
happening.
finish.
hold up. There are women. I mean, there are men who are becoming more aware of emotional intelligence, right? Do you know what the empirical evidence is saying about men who are learning about emotional intelligence? They're using it to manipulate. They're using it to take advantage of. So I'm gonna just say this for me, right? I don't give a fuck if he misogynistic or not. I expect it from him. If I was dealing with a man, he gonna do whatever I tell him to do or whatever I want him to do. And if he can't do
So,
that, then that would be a problem. That's also the
Real
reason why I'm
shit.
single.
so okay. Now look. I don't disagree with you. Check this out. I don't disagree.
Hold up, Richard. Go ahead, Bia. Go ahead, Bia. You let it process for us. I guess other people up here.
Yeah, so being single is a flex for women. It is because of the way men tend to trap women in relationships, manipulate them into thinking that they're the issue when these things come about, and when they go to leave these relationships, they almost make them the blame of these relationships. And a lot of the time, it's a mutual split, or it should be, but a lot of the blame is placed on women because they want a women to settle. Like, you don't want a woman to have high standards, but at the same time, when she's with a man who is not doing what he's supposed to do, he's not financially stable, he's not mentally stable, he's not emotionally stable, he's constantly moving his movie situations, he's homeless, things like this. You don't want women to have super high expectations or standards from their partners, but if they're dating someone of that low of status, then it's also an issue too. So it's like women can't win. So being
Real
single
quick.
for a
I'm gonna
lot
ask a
of
question.
women is a flex, because it's being free from those type of standards and those expectations.
To piggyback off of what you just said, because someone in the comments was saying that women
Hold on,
needs to
whoa. We
pick
don't
needs to.
respond to the comments. Hold up.
Okay,
I'm trying to get
so
everybody in the
piggyback off of what
conversation.
she said,
Hold
that
up. Yes, man. I'm trying to get everybody in the conversation. We're gonna let 215 go, and then Sweet, and then Lynn, and then we're gonna go to the if Show Enough can stay up here long enough because they keep on muting, I'm about to drop their ass.
Damn, you have to say nothing
Otherwise, go.
first.
All right, there we go.
Hey,
All right,
any man on this channel, you don't
go
stand a
ahead.
chance. Cause all them.
Go 215. Go ahead 215.
All right, so give me 30 seconds. Number one, the first lesson of life we learn as babies is to manipulate. We cry when we wet, we cry when we hungry, we coo when we're happy. All right? We manipulate. Manipulation's not bad. We all manipulate. We have been
All right, let's get
manipulated
to the
all our
topic
life.
now. We don't need parables and
Oh
shit.
my
Just
good. Oh
get
my.
to the
Why
topic.
do I got to have you cut me off? I don't need you to talk for me.
She
I
rude,
said
dog.
15 minutes,
All of them
girl.
here, they
Go
rude and
ahead, Sweet.
delusional.
Hold up. Go ahead,
Why y'all
Sweet.
teaming up? Chill out.
They love
Like, I don't
teaming
need
up.
you to
It's,
talk at
we
all.
we
Like,
used to we used to them teaming up. Go ahead, Sweet.
So being single is a flex for women. Absolutely. Being single is a flex for women.
why the hell I
Um,
gave you my time?
I
30
think it
seconds
was
is over.
Yeah,
I
30
forgot
seconds
the
is
woman who
over.
I,
was speaking
I was
previous before me. She mentioned that you get to be free from all the like the standards and stuff like that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like you're free, right? So that is a flex to be free, and that's what single women are, and that's what men don't like. Also, there's an article by Vogue that's titled, "Is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing Now?" And that just says enough.
Oh yeah,
I
we
land my
talked about
plane.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, how yeah. Don't announce your relationship. That shit. You got a woman on here right now, having to defend her husband cheating with another woman, and everybody face that shit crazy. What's up, Lynn?
My bad. Hold on. I'm not ready.
That's fine. Go ahead, talk nice.
I don't think being single is a flex for women, but I think that when women lose, they'll make it seem like they're winning. They use kind of reverse psychology. So a woman could be broke, single, and still be like a bum woman will still be out there like, I'm living my best life, I'm happy. She won't you rarely hear women say, I'm terrible, I need
Do
to
you
do
think
better.
Maya's lying? Do you think Maya's lying when she's talking about her 7 years of celibacy and how like she's a happy woman? You think she lying?
There's an exception to every rule. I'm saying in general,
So an
when women
exception.
I'm saying in general, when women lose at something, they don't admit to it. They'll make it seem like they're winning
Women
at
that
it.
you know, not women in general, women that you know in your life that you've talked to.
Thank you, Auntie Troll.
Are you speaking for me? I'm just giving my answer. If that's your answer, that's
No,
your
it's
answer.
all these loaded phrases that men love to use that, oh, women in general, women this, women that. It's the women in your life who have acted that way.
But that's
Then
your
you
answer though.
then
If
you
that's how you want to
proceed
answer it, that's
to
cool for you. That's not my
generalize an
answer.
entire gender of women, but yet when someone corrects you because you're talking about the women in your life that you talk to and you've seen, it's, oh, you're speaking for me.
This
I'm not
whole
speaking
prompts
for you.
prove that women, when they lose, they make it seem like a win. A win is a happy family.
Well, I think that like
A win is being happy with
even
yourself and it could be having a
See,
family.
it's so
It could
sad
be
that
being comfortable
y'all
by
don't even
yourself
shoot
as
for the
well.
stars. Y'all shoot to be single.
I would
No,
That's the win for y'all, to be
This is what I'm
single.
talking about. The
The
generalization,
loss is the
like
win for y'all.
Hold
not
The
up,
win
all
y'all.
ain't even.
women shoot to be single. I
No,
hope
hold up. No. He's talking about, this is why I say he flex for women. When he's talking about the family, that's the goal for the men, right?
exactly.
That man's going to benefit from that. Again, women can live fulfilling lives outside of relationships in a way men cannot.
This is
He's
regurgitated
projecting.
information because
And
y'all
the
not
first
good
thing
at
he
it.
said, hold up, sir. The first thing he said about the win for losing bullshit, like he's gaslighting, trying to paint it up for himself because he got this weird domination thing and he wants to reinforce his power dynamic.
Yeah.
But go ahead, user.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight? I would definitely say being single is a flex for women just because you have been like out there today, like what he was just saying, thinking of being alone as something that's so detriment and such a bad thing and thinking they're the prize, and that's been a problem I think for centuries. It's been a kind of the thing to kill the femininity within them and them to kill the femininity that's actually in the world. Like they hate the fact that they don't have control or somebody can't tell them what to do. Or it's like, it's like how you hate outside the club because you can't get in. Their mindset is always that. It's always, if I can't control, I get upset, I get mad because what about my lifestyle is hindering you,
Yeah, they be crashing out.
That's why I just
So
never
you would give
understood.
your daughter advice to be single. That's the
I
win
give
for
her
her.
advice to take on and be loved when she's ready to be loved and find love. It's not always
So
about
find
being
love,
single.
not being single. So it's not the win. That's
What
actually a
about
you can be
just
loss,
loving
being
loved and
herself?
be
single.
What
single,
if it's
right?
about her loving
Finding love is
herself?
the win.
What if it's about
Y'all
loving
just not good at
herself?
it. Y'all good at getting smacks. Y'all
Y'all.
not good at getting love because y'all
And
don't
what
know
are
how to
men
You
be
are
don't
good
have
at?
women
lovable.
to love,
What are,
obviously. Look how you speak to other women. You don't love
yeah.
yourself or other women the way you speak. Hateful and hate and spirited in hate.
You said I hate. I didn't say
To
anything
love
hateful.
Hold up.
yourself is to
Hold
love
up. Listen to
others.
what he's saying, though.
I'm just speaking out facts. If y'all don't, I
Hey,
didn't say
What
real
nothing
quick.
hate.
facts?
Hold
And
up.
based on what source?
Hold up, y'all. Because y'all care too much about what he's saying. But let me just say that. He said that y'all don't know how to get love, right? Y'all don't know how to do that.
Y'all are
Because, yeah,
horrible at
it's
it.
very one-sided. Women are loving these men, and the men are not loving the women back,
Cause y'all
right?
not
To the point
lovable.
where they neg us, and they also saying,
Y'all
well,
rude.
It's the experiences you had with men, right? They're going to gaslight you because it's to their personal benefit. Like he wants to be in a relationship. He says that end goal. And women seeing it differently lowers his chances of achieving that. So then like they collectively nag and gaslight women. But go ahead, Antoine, Antoinette.
Oh, okay. So I came in.
You breaking up. Hold on, you breaking up.
Am I breaking up?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, we'll come back to you.
Oh, can I interject
Get your
really quick and
hold on,
ask
get her
her?
get your signal together. Go ahead, Dandra.
Hey, good evening. The prompt says being single is a flex for women. I think so for the women who want to be single. I mean, you're accomplishing your goal. I'm all for women's rights, and I'm all for women doing what they want to do. We don't want to be chauvinistic in a way of trying to tell a woman what to do. And there's some women who don't want to be single, and they have a right to be married if that's what they want to be, or be in a relationship. So if that's what your goal is, and you're accomplishing your goal, yeah, it is a flex.
Yeah, so what you talking about is like it's not an either or type thing. The whole idea is that if you live in this patriarchal society and you're conditioned from a young age to tell you that you need a man to have value and that you need to have children and you need to be selfish and do all this labor and you can escape all that and still be single and be able to sustain yourself, that's a flex. It's not about comparing to anything that another woman wants. The fact that if you're able to escape that trap and you can still be yourself and whole and got a community, you flexing.
Would you agree
So
that
is
there are
having a
women?
married family a flex anymore? I'm just asking.
Sir, your
Most of the
desperation
time,
reeking over the panel. Calm down.
I just asked a question.
What you were saying, Danja?
I would you say there are some women that are in a relationship that realize that are not taking part of those old ways, taking part of the patriarchy, and they probably are aligned with their man about what the expectation is in the
No,
household.
because even in the most liberal relationships, right? People fall into the gender roles because there's a subconscious thing. It's what you're programmed to do. Like those things is this. So this idea, like, oh, if y'all just unpacking this, you could just work it out, and X, Y, and Z is still end up being a one-sided relationship with a power dynamic benefits the man. Even still, we ain't gone that far.
But you don't think there are some women that exist that say, "Hey, I don't mind cooking for my family. I don't
Yeah,
mind
but that's
doing.
the
I don't."
thing. If hold up, real quick. If I'm spending Friday night cooking for my family instead of doing my favorite hobby and relaxing, I'm flexing because I don't have to do the labor. That's the thing. And that's the problem with the way labels work and identity work for women. That now, like, you marry this man, you got his name because traditionally you will be his property, and your life revolves around taking care of his family. But that's not how y'all operate. That's not a flex for a woman. You fell for it. You fell for the trick. Society tricked you, and you sacrifice your life for the benefit of the society and not yourself. So no, it's not a flex. No.
So,
Since who the fuck
so
want
if
to
I'm
hold on, hold
understanding
on,
you
hold
right,
on,
and
hold
then
on,
I'll
hold
be
on, hold
quiet,
on,
and
hold
shut.
on,
enjoying
sir,
free labor.
If I'm
sir.
understanding you
Listen,
right,
no. Listen, no. You understand that what you're saying is, it's some women out here who love doing chores, and we all know that's some
This is
bullshit.
what women do. When they're not winning at something, they paint
if
the
I'm,
narrative that the
You
thing
still
they're
talking
not
and I
about
winning.
can
winning and
ask one more
losing. You
question,
got to
brother,
come
then
with a
I'll
better
be quiet.
argument to that.
If I'm understanding you're right, you right, and correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying the only way a woman can flex is if she's single. Then
Yes.
No,
That's what she's been saying. That's the narrative they're painting.
no, hold up, hold up. No, hold up. That wasn't a point that you made and what I counted to. You say there are women who love to cook for their family. What I'm saying is that's some bullshit that nobody wants to do chores, sir. You trying to romanticize it the way you're saying it, but what you're talking about is a woman doing chores. I bet you what a woman would like better is if she didn't have to get off her feet and that man took care of everything. So yeah, that's you think you slick.
well, everybody would want a life of luxury, but reality says that
Yeah, yeah. Hold up. Pause right
reality
there.
says we
Pause
It's
can't
right
called
live
there.
that
sacrifice.
way.
That's what
We
life
have
is
to
all
Hold up,
work.
about.
hold up, hold up,
We
hold
You
up.
have to work.
sacrifice for your kids.
It's
You
Hold up.
not
No,
sacrifice
no,
for
no, no.
everybody.
luxury,
You
it's
just said
Everything
it.
leisure.
comes with a give and
Hold
take.
up.
It's
Hold up.
leisure that the single
Hold
woman
up.
has.
You just said it. You said everyone would like a life of luxury. Exactly. So why are you trying to gaslight us and talking about there's women who will be happy to cook for their families and
Because
you
we're
won't
living in a
control it?
So
reality
how
of
is being single luxury?
only a certain percentage of people, which is a small percentage, whether they're male or female, white, black, brown, or purple, can afford to live a life of luxury. So in reality, when we become adults and we live in reality, there are things that we have to do, like work and clean bathrooms and mop floors and fix
I
cars
told
and
you.
cut lawns that we might not particularly like doing, but we have to do it to continue to live the way we want to live.
When
But
you
the
got a
That
work
shovel
ain't
and
will
hoe,
that
is
look
that
ain't
a
hold
luxury?
less
up.
But
for a
that's something that
single
we
Hold
have
up,
to
y'all.
do, though.
woman
That's
Hold
not
up,
than
something
a
y'all. Hold
that
up
woman with
before
a
y'all go
family.
into argument with him. Do you understand the contradiction in what you just said then? That's what I want to know.
Mm.
I do not. We're having a conversation here, and I
No,
was
no,
just
because
trying to
okay, so you
understand.
don't. You stated, and you don't have to understand this. I'm gonna just state this for the people listening. You stated that you do. I think that there are women out there who would love to cook for their family, and I'm saying it's some bullshit the way you try to frame that. And then you followed up and said, "Well, everybody would like a life of luxury." So which one is it? It can't be. It can't be one and the other. We or either or in this case. But you don't want to concede to that point because again, that's part of indoctrination. Y'all romanticize housework, domestic labor,
Why
as if
though?
women want to do that with their lives. And
Why?
that's why you need to prioritize yourself in a relationship you have with yourself so you can see life outside of that trap. But go ahead, I think Elizabeth wanted to say
For
something.
me? Oh,
I think you summed it up perfectly, Tara. I was actually going to say similar to what you were saying.
I actually
Go
got a
ahead,
general
Antoinette.
question.
Can
Hold on,
I ask the
Antoinette
two
wanted to say
men in
something.
the group chat? As just as a woman who's young and stuff like that, what exactly are y'all looking for in a woman? What exactly is her role once she gets with you? What
they don't
exactly
know.
are you expecting of her?
They don't
They want
know.
labor.
A
That's
free
what they
bang
want.
labor.
maid.
That is dependent on the relationship that you're in. Every man and woman
Well, I'm asking you as your
will have
perspective.
different
I
dynamics.
asked two men on here. I asked the
You
two
know.
men on here. Can you answer to what you expect, not other
Well, he
When
men?
he done talking,
responding.
I
He
answer.
responding.
I'm going to say to you, for me, I would expect cooperation on the things that need to be done. So no, my wife doesn't do all the cleaning by herself. She doesn't do all the cooking by herself. She doesn't do all the laundry by herself. For example, when my wife was pregnant and carrying our kids, she didn't have to do a lot of those things because she
Or
needed
a
to rest
lot when she
and
was
do
still
all of
doing
that.
some of it.
Now, if I was the one going to work all the time, then yeah, she would make something to eat when I came home. No big deal. If I'm home on the weekends, I'll get up and cook breakfast. You want cooperation. That's the key word. And that cooperation looks different by couple, by their needs or what they need, what each person needs.
Why was it while she just was pregnant? Why are you not picking up that slack even while she doesn't have those children? Why is it not she
If you would
doesn't
have
have to do
listened to
a
me, I
whole
said
lot?
that in the beginning before I used that example. I said she's not the only
If you
one
want
who has
to.
to cook and clean.
But
I
then you
share in those
present you
things.
you specifically made sure we know while she was pregnant that she didn't have to do a lot of those. So what is it while she was
I just
pregnant?
try to give an example. If you want to harp on that, you can.
No
But we
problem. Now we're
share
gonna
things
move on
here.
to the second man on here to answer. No problem.
All right, so this is a beautiful. I love this type of conversation because I feel like it can move us forward. Like, I love black women. I'm black. I'm dating a white girl now, and I feel
How
like,
do you like your women to comply? You
Hold
see
on,
how
hold
you've
on.
Hey,
been
you got it,
talking
getting
a
to
bro.
all
You
lot?
that.
got
See,
it,
that's
bro.
what I'm
You got
You
it,
saying. Like,
bro.
talk a
yo, why
lot.
y'all gotta be rude
Like
and cut me off? I'm getting to
no, you've
that.
been talking a lot, and people ask you direct questions, and you go off on another
Let
Hold
me
on,
ask
tangent.
you
user. Let
something,
him
sister. Is the
user.
answer
Let
going
him
to change
respond,
if you can't
man.
just wait 20 seconds?
You got it, bro.
I'm just getting to this. My question was this. I want
Hold
to
on, you
have. I
Go
responding.
back.
joined. I'm
I
Let him
just.
wanted to hear
Oh
where he
my
respond.
was
god.
going with
I'm
that.
just. The only reason I joined this was to really figure out how do black men win our women back. That's what I want to know. So I'm glad this. So I was just giving the disclaimer. I'm glad we're having this
No,
conversation
it's not.
But why
because I'm
you
It's
say
actually
you
not.
had
I'm
a
learning
gonna help
from
white
it.
you.
Oh
Hold
my
girl?
up, y'all.
god.
I'm gonna help
God
you. I'm
damn,
gonna help you
yo.
with that. Hold up.
No, really,
Ain't no
race don't got nothing
winning.
to do with it, though.
Ain't no winning bet. Whatever you
All right,
doing,
no,
keep
all right,
doing
all
that.
right. Who
Ain't no
cares? All
winning
right.
bet.
Anyway,
Ain't
so
no
let me
going
answer.
bet.
This is what I want from my girl. What I get from my girl, and what I didn't get from my wife. And why I divorced my wife, and I'm with the girl I got right now.
Wait, was your
What I
wife
get.
black?
Yeah, my wife is black.
Oh, okay, and then your girl now is white.
Yep.
She's white.
G, I said hey earlier. Tell us what you getting from her. We weren't here.
All right, let me tell you
Yeah.
the general difference between her and my wife. My wife, my girlfriend now looks for things to please me for. My wife looked for me to please her. And I'm a pleaser, but my wife is a taker. And my girlfriend is a giver. She like, say if I wake up, she's like, you need your shoes, you need this. She's looking for ways to please me. I don't have to ask her for anything.
Hold
There's
on, y'all.
nothing
Y'all gotta
forceful
let people
there.
talk without interrupting.
So that's what I get from her. It's like she can read my mind to know what I want, what I'm thinking,
What
what
else?
makes
What
me
else?
better as a person. She checks for my health. She makes me a better person all around.
Babs, that wasn't even my question.
How
I
she
asked
check
what
for
you
your
expect
health?
out of your woman. I asked what you expect them to do for you. That wasn't even the question, babe.
No, let him
That
answer
is
the
what
way
she
Hmm.
he
does for
answering
me.
it. That's
That's exactly what she
no.
does for
You
me.
asked him that, and his mind went to that for a reason.
That's
You said she
exactly
take care of your health.
that.
How she
See,
take care of
see,
your
they
health?
mad because they don't do it for.
Wait.
They don't have men to do it
Hold on.
for.
Talk.
So
Talk.
they're gonna make my
Talk.
answer wrong, but that's my answer.
Talk.
That's what she
Talk. I
does.
had a question. No, talk. I asked you a question before she said something. I said, how does she help you take care of your health? I didn't understand that.
All right. So as men, we're very prideful, and as women, y'all are very soft. So when you have health issues, certain things, you might be scared or embarrassed to talk about them, especially as a man. Having that soft energy allows you to be more vulnerable and open to discuss things that I would never talk to with another person.
Like your
Okay, she put
Can
you
doctor?
in
we
your
talk to
soft
the doctor
area.
for you?
Like, are you only going to talk to a doctor about your health if they have a soft energy?
No matter what, y'all gonna spin it to a negative. I noticed that about y'all. So just note that everything I say, y'all spin to
Like, just
negative.
go talk to your doctor,
This
folks.
is like the most
But hold
negative
on.
stuff ever.
Hold on. Talk. I have another question for you. Sorry. Um, you said, how do we win our sister's bag?
Yes.
Are you like with this lady until you find the right black woman to replace her, or
No.
what's going on with that?
No. I meant it as in a way of
Then why you
I
say
have.
that?
I say it in the way of I have black family members that I care about. My sister don't have a man. Oh, all right. All of my aunts are married with good husbands that was provider men. They didn't never have to work, and the women ran the household actually. All my little cousins now are all single, got multiple baby fathers, and they don't have fathers. So
Thank
the
you,
boys
Monica.
that are my nephews and stuff, they don't have fathers. So I don't know. It's just a big headache. I feel like a two-parent household is the best way to raise kids, and I see a lot of black kids in my family not being raised by two-parent households, and I'm just trying to change it. That's all.
Do you have kids?
No,
Are you going to?
eventually,
Okay.
How old are you?
What's your age?
45.
Okay,
Oh, he's sterile.
Hey, hurry up,
Mm-mm.
folks.
No, he's sterile.
Yeah, I'm sterile. You're right.
I love that for you. But I hope y'all. I
Thank you.
want y'all to listen. Cause hold up, what I hear you saying is that the reason why so many black women are single is because
I didn't say
they're
that.
not giving enough.
I didn't say any reason why they're single.
No, you saying one of the reasons because they're not giving enough.
No, I didn't say that.
You say
That's what it sounds like.
If that's what you want
y'all
me to
are
say, then
not
I said it. But I
lovable.
didn't say that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm
This
not
man
trying
is
to say
not
the
a
reason.
cooperative
I'm saying the reason
conversationalist.
why
Yeah.
black women, a big reason why black women are single is because black men have failed them. So I'm saying, how do we win y'all back? How do we fix it? That's all I'm saying.
Well, one, listen to women. When you say things like y'all are not lovable, you're attacking the women that you're trying to get answers from. That's not going to get you nowhere in the conversation. Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? If we
But what
start
if it's
going
a
in like y'all
fact?
not
What if it's
lovable,
something I observed?
no, of course, but that's still an
But see,
attack.
I'm gonna be honest. It's I think the question Lynn asked you, you said no. I think that's what it is. Cause like it is weird that you in a relationship with a white woman and you wonder how to get black women back. Like stay where you at.
It's wrong.
Just stay where
It's
you
wrong
at.
that I
If
care
you
about
getting
my
what you
family of
want,
black
then
women.
no, hold on.
That's
If
what I'm
you getting
saying.
what you
Y'all don't make no
want, stay
sense.
where you at.
I'm not going nowhere.
None of us on the panel are
See,
your
I don't think you was
family.
listening to what I fully said. I didn't say I'm trying to get with another black woman. I didn't say that.
But
I
he's a
am
Just
staying
black
put
where
you
I'm
in
at.
our
I'm
woman.
happy while I'm at. I'm
business.
very happy while I'm at.
But
Yeah,
you're
I
not
but
sit
you
on
in
part
here
our
of
with
the
my whole family
business.
business.
members and my nephews
Hold
that's growing
on.
up with our fathers.
But we not your family members. Why you in our business?
See what I'm saying? No
Exactly.
matter what, they're gonna speak it to a negative.
He's not
This
a
is what I'm doing
cooperative
right
So
here.
you say so you don't want
conversationalist.
So
answers,
now I
bro.
can't
This
even
is
Hold
come
on,
up
getting
on the
y'all.
heavy.
panel
Hold on.
because I'm dating a
Hold
white girl.
Why
on.
are we
Hold
centering the
on.
conversation on him?
Hold
He's not a good
on.
conversationalist.
Hold
I'm not.
on. Hold
I just got
on.
20,000 followers because I'm not a good conversationalist. She right.
Hold on. Listen, I know what you're doing. Like y'all divestors, y'all always find y'all way over here to black people, black women. And I think that y'all should just go over there and like politic, have conversations with white women. We don't want to talk to you. We're not your family members. If you want to figure out how to help your family members, go have conversations with your family members. But you said what you said, you did what you did. It was on purpose. It was intentional. I clocked it. You're not
Okay.
slick.
You right.
Okay. I know I am. I don't need your validation. I'm a black woman, duh.
Yeah, it's just interesting because, like, again, it's always a projection. He talking about what his relationship now. She anticipate is she doing all this stuff for him, and like that's the point. They want to be in a relationship with women who they can take shit from. This motherfucker can't even talk to his own doctor. That's crazy. But go ahead, Mun Loves.
Now we're shaming people with health problems. Look how sad this is. We shaming people with health problems.
You want to be the
It's
victim
not
That's
so
health.
sad,
bad.
Even what
bro.
she was
What
That's
saying,
health
she was
sad.
problem?
saying the fact that you
Mm-mm.
can't even break down
You
to
want to be the
talk to
victim
your
so
doctor.
bad.
What health
You just
problem?
said
That's
your
terrible,
pride is
bro.
in the way. You said it
Hold up, y'all.
yourself.
Let Mun Love
Kadush.
go.
Hmm. Are we answering the prompt or are we doing something else?
Long as it's on topic, you can respond to something you heard.
Okay. Just wanted to talk about being single and how it's a flex for women, pretty much. Um, I have set up majority of my friends to, they call me like the matchmaker. So I've seen a lot of people get set up, get married. Almost all my friend groups married. I was married for 20 years and now I'm single. And I'm realizing, oh, there's like an echo. What's that? Oh, okay. Now that I'm single, I realize how much you're programmed in relationships. Not only that, but you lose your autonomy, your agency, your ability to live life on your terms. And I definitely think a woman being able to empower herself to be able to live life on her own terms, not, living her life in any type of gender roles and performing is a flex for sure, 100%. And the guy who was talking about black women and not being lovable, he just needs to go be with his people and go be with white people. He doesn't want to
Hey,
I,
be around
Monica.
us, and that's
I said
okay.
all women aren't lovable, don't know how to be lovable. I
All
didn't just single
women,
out black women. Yes.
all
You said
women.
black
Y'all don't
woman.
know how to be lovable.
So
Yes.
go date men and get off this
I
live.
don't need to.
No,
I
but
don't
for
need
real,
to.
when you say all women are not lovable, can
Yes.
you tell me what is
See,
love
that's
to
great.
you
What do I
and
mean
what
by
is
that?
lovable
What
mean?
do I mean by that? That's what y'all should have asked.
Define. Can you
Y'all just
define
judged what
that?
I was saying without asking what I meant by that.
He wants to
Oh,
center
you too
Severely,
himself.
severely needs
needy. You a
attention.
needy
He is
man.
very
Yeah.
needy.
That's why you got left.
He always got to be a center of attention. Look at him.
Crybaby, you needy. You
Oh my
act like a
god.
child. That's why you got left. Don't
Name
nobody want to
calling.
raise you.
Name calling. This is
So,
terrible.
so you think you gonna make me feel bad for calling names? I called your names on
No, I'm
purpose.
just pointing it
It was
out.
intentional.
I'm just pointing it out. A
So,
level of
Hold
maturity.
up, yeah, you are
okay,
needy as
okay,
hell.
Mr.
You need too
Victim,
much attention.
Mr.
Go
Victim.
find your. Where's your girlfriend? Shit. Go ahead, Prince.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
y'all. How
I
y'all
don't
doing?
think that lady
I
would like you
apologize.
sitting on here with a bunch of black ladies talking about how to please
Hold
us.
up, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna
Well, she
start
got
clapping
confidence,
y'all.
so she ain't worried
Hold
about
up,
y'all.
sir. You can go too. Y'all getting on my nerves with that shit. Go ahead, Prince.
Hey, my bad. I didn't even really mean to join, but I'm glad y'all got me here because honestly, I like being single. Like, I'm 34. I don't have kids. Like, I got a dog, as you can see. My dog named Prince Michael. That's my son. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't know why people put so much emphasis on having to be in a relationship anyway. Like, like for me, I feel like
Cause they codependent.
You know what? And I believe that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a good job. Like, I do pretty good for myself. Like, I don't even go out and go on dates no more. Like, I feel like I stopped doing things that no longer serve me, and it doesn't serve me to have to deal with a man that's looking to be reparented. And you know what I mean? I just feel like we're all adults at this point, and I guess, oh my God, I couldn't believe that man said, somebody should care for his health. No, sir. You need to care about your health. Your health come first, come priority. And then you 45 at this point, you're baby making, like, let's be honest here. Like, as men start to age, their quality goes down. So, like, good luck to you having a kid that's not going to have a disability. You know what I mean? And that's just being for real. And I'm looking at it like, as a woman with no kids or anything like that, like, I'm not about to put nobody out here or have to lose my autonomy and stuff like that just because of, I don't know,
Just so
a
you
fairy
know,
tale.
just so y'all know, a man 45 years old, he ain't got no kids. These niggas be sterile. These niggas can't have children.
And
Like,
if
that's what
they
it
do,
is.
they going to have kids with disabilities.
But
What
he
they
not gonna have
say,
no kids because he's sterile. That's my point.
well, they say
They
after
could not
what,
want
30?
kids, also, y'all. They
No, he's
could. That it's
sterile.
their choice if
Brother,
they
he's
want to have
sterile.
kids or
No, no,
not,
no.
and they may choose
That's
to
why his
not
wife
have
left
kids.
him.
Right? Everybody has a
No.
choice. Everybody has a choice that they can make, and everybody's living their truth. So every man that doesn't have kids, that may be his choice. You might want to ask that question before we assume that he has a biological problem or he's sterile or something like that. Just like I respect the women that are saying, "Hey, we want to be single."
You
I
got
think I think
kids?
that that's fair to men.
You got
So
kids?
yes, I do. I think that's fair to men so they don't go approach. If the woman, men need to listen to y'all. I will say that. Y'all was straight up saying we want to be single. So when a man hears that, he shouldn't be trying to approach y'all. He shouldn't be getting in y'all space. He shouldn't be trying to date y'all. He should be going after the women who don't want to be single. Because as much as y'all want to be single, there's just as many women who don't want to be single.
Right, but that's not always the case though. Like, here's the thing. We people look, and I'm glad we used Maya as an example because everybody had everything to say about how, oh, she was ran through in the industry and all of that, and don't know even anything about what she went through in that industry. She could have had a positive experience and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this path because this is the path that suits me. This is what's in my best interest. And you got men everywhere saying, oh, she a 304, she this, that's why don't nobody want to be with her. And it's like, wait a minute now, why couldn't this just be my own personal choice as to say, or something got to be wrong with me because I don't have kids at a certain age, or I chose to, be educated and have a career as opposed to, sitting
Yeah,
down and making a
we was
family.
talking about earlier how Ashanti is a cautionary tale.
I'm sorry, what you say?
Ashanti,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm.
how that man I don't want to say fucked her life up because that's her child or whatever, but um he definitely didn't he messed her life up. I don't know.
I could see him devaluing her because,
I'm not
a
saying he
lot of
devalued
it.
her, but I'm saying he fucked her life up.
Mm. Well, I mean, I could see that too because a lot of the conversations that I started noticing that they had, it was always like, oh, well, you always had stuff and I always grew up this way. So, and it just always seemed like he looked at life from a pessimistic standpoint. And I could see that bringing her down.
All right, what's up, G?
And just oh, go ahead.
What's up?
Waylon, you want to say hello, G?
What's up, Tiffany?
Waylon.
Hey, G, real quick,
Hey,
I want
girl.
to say something. Um, yeah, and remember Cam Newton said the more babies a woman has, the more her value goes down. And I think that he was on to something. Like they try to impregnate you so your perceived value to go down. But like he knows that like your body changes the more pregnancies that you have. Your teeth could change, your shoe size, like your face, like the way, the time that you have to take care of yourself. So like that's why like I advocate for Black women because I know it's a thing. Because a lot of my friends only have one kids, and people be telling like Black women when they only have one kid, like, oh, don't leave your kid like that. Like they need to have a sibling. Never have an emotional support sibling for your kid. If you've already had one, let's stop right there, sister. Yeah,
And
because
I
they're gonna
agree
Wait,
try
with
wait,
to
that.
hold
lock you
up. Go
down with
ahead, G.
that.
Hold up. Go ahead, G.
The way y'all talk about Ashanti on here is just crazy to me, right? I always say that um, the way they come for Nelly, they're not mad at him. They are mad at Ashanti because
No,
she
no, 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 no. That's not what Span said.
I know, but let
Nobody's
me
mad. Nobody's mad at Ashanti.
no, listen. They say they're mad at Nelly, but they're really mad at Ashanti. They're not gonna come for her.
Nobody's mad at Ashanti.
Let me say this, right? They use Nelly because of their frustration with Ashanti because she blew the fantasy away, right?
It's not the
And
conversation that we was having, G.
I know, but I'm gonna go back to the prompt. But let me just say this because it's important.
No, but you wrong because
It's important.
that's not
When she
what was
was in her,
said.
when she was in her,
You
when
know, G love talking about celebrities. Don't let them say it, Tara.
listen, after she got with Nelly and they were together for a decade, she lived this fantasy because so many people were living vicariously through her, right? That she was single, she didn't want to have kids, she didn't want to get married, but
Why do
then
you think that was happening? Why
but
do you
then
think
she
so many
reached her
women was?
40s.
Well, hold up, G.
Yeah,
G. Why do you think so many women was living vicariously through her?
because right, if you live your entire, there's so many women who do not think they're capable of finding a good man, a provider man, and certainly a man that's going to marry them that they can have kids with, right? So they live through Ashanti. As soon as Ashanti reached her 40s and said, "Nah, I desire marriage. I desire having children," right? And she went to Nelly, who is worth like $70 million. He married her, his first wife, by the way, and had a child. So that ruined a lot of fantasies that women have that they're going to always be comfortable being chronically single.
Yeah, you be
Ruin fan
lying.
it.
So,
Like
so,
I
so,
think what I
but
think that
Lynn, as soon as
you
she
are
got married, they turned on her. As soon as she got
nobody
married, they
turned
turned
on
on her.
Ashanti. How could we turn on Ashanti?
I'm not talking about you, but
Bro,
collectively.
how the
But
fuck is
no,
that a
women in
flex,
general,
motherfucker?
G.
What up, Jeffrey?
How
Huh?
could you turn what does turning on Ashanti look like? Like what are
Be-
the actions of the women who turned on Ashanti?
okay, so they accepted her when she was single, right? And she was okay with being single. At least how she was telling people, right? On the internet and during interviews. I'm living my best rich auntie life, taking all these vacations, girls' trips, birthday trips. Women live vicariously through that, right? Soon as she popped out with a man that she ended up marrying
Pause
secretly, by
right
the way,
there, though.
they
Pause,
they
pause right there.
they switched
Hold up,
It
Women
hold up,
not
sounds like
G.
they just
living
didn't identify
Hold up,
with
hold up,
her
hold up, hold
anymore.
up, hold up. G, I'm gonna let you finish. I just want you to pause right there. Yeah, a lot of women were living vicariously through her because of the amount of freedom that she had. But go ahead, finish what you were saying, G.
right. What Nisi just made? What did you just say, Nisi?
No, no, no. Finish what you were saying.
Anyway, anyway,
I was
anyway.
just
Yeah, a
saying
lot of women.
that people probably were just not able to live through her. Like they didn't identify with her anymore. That's not the life they were
Right,
living. And
right. So let me go to the prompt real quick, because Maya.
Yeah, but women
Here's the
don't
thing.
have to live vicariously through Ashanti. They can just go on trips and stuff themselves.
I know, but that's what
Like
it felt like. But 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 as far as Maya, here's the thing. I don't really follow Maya, but I did grow up like her. But let me just say this: I didn't know that Maya had this personality of being single. I don't think that's her personality, is it?
Being
I
single
feel
isn't a
like
personality.
I feel like they'll take one clip that she will say about being single, and next thing you know, it's all on the podcast and all TikTok, all over TikTok. Does she talk about it a lot, or are they taking little sound bites from what she says
no,
and
she
blowing
talk
it
about
up?
it a lot because people
I don't know.
question her about it, and she's okay and proud in her singleness, and
Okay,
she talks about it.
Okay, they're questioning her. If they didn't question her, she probably wouldn't even talking about it. So if that's the
Yeah,
case,
but neither
then
was Ashanti.
Right. And then you have to understand that,
but let me just say
when it
this.
comes to
I think let me
celebrities,
say this. Let me say this. I think it is a flex if what I'm hearing, like Maya, that she only talks about her relationships and being single if she's asked about it in interviews. I don't think she's like running around these podcasts and interviews bragging about being single. It's a real flex when you can keep that private.
But she's a
And
celebrity. They're gonna ask her about her personal life.
right,
That's
they
I
just
ask
how it
understand
all
is.
celebrities
exactly.
that.
They ask, yeah, they're asking her, but I don't think she's making it a big part of her personality.
I
Other
don't
people
get
just attach
what
it to her.
I don't get what your point is, G.
You're trying to say
In
being single
saying
is a
that.
personality, but
Well, my point
being
is,
single is not a personality.
my point is, if being single will be a flex. If you are confident, it's not something you need to talk about. It's not something you need to brag about. You're not running around your friends and family talking about you got this great single rich auntie lifestyle. In fact, you're saying, I'm okay being single now, but if a man came across my way who meets the standards that I require for a man,
No, really,
I might give him a chance.
no.
That's the
And you
real
missed
flex.
the
Maya,
marker
please don't
right
talk about
there
her
because
celibacy
that's
and how
not the
that's
point.
beneficial to her. But let Nis go. Nissy.
I just I probably won't be able to stay here long because I don't see how we have very
But
conducive.
you can't stay here long.
I just don't see how we have very conducive environments.
Go ahead, Ty. Mute up, dude.
Huh?
Go ahead, Ty.
So, baby.
Hold on, you rattling the chips in the
Oh, no.
phone.
That nigga. I always get a bag of chips at least to hold me the bro.
Ty. There's too much noise. Um, G, I think it's interesting. You think that people that's single can't talk about being single, and I think
I
for
know, but
women
they talk about it.
especially.
The ones
Hold on,
who are
real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me finish the point. I think for women specifically, how much we're told that relationships are so valuable, a woman being single and talking about the benefits of it, like it's justifiable and it's valid.
yeah, but y'all talk about it way too much. If you're that secure with being
Why?
single, you don't need to keep bringing it up to everybody and everyone.
So you tell us why you don't want women mentioning they single. Tell us why you got a problem with that. Why it
Because I
make you
don't
scared.
believe it. If they keep mentioning there is some trauma there or something they're just insecure about, instead of just saying, "Yeah, I'm single, but the man that I want or the man I desire or the man who meets my qualifications, I haven't met him yet." That's all they gotta say. But unaliving on this hill that you're happy being chronically single, no man, no relationship, no dates,
What would it
no
look
going
like
out.
if I was am I supposed to be sad that I'm single?
I
What
don't
would be
think
an
you,
acceptable emotion?
Lynn. I don't classify you with those women. I just don't.
Why?
Cause I don't know. You just don't seem like the type who's gonna be okay with being single forever. I don't believe that.
Okay, well, it don't matter what you believe. I think you don't believe that for yourself. Like that make you feel good about yourself.
How would that make me
But
feel? How would that make me feel good about myself?
I don't know. You the one who said it. You just don't believe it. That means
Yeah.
you got an attachment to my singlehood. You
No,
do.
I'm just saying that you're
I don't
not the
know.
type of.
If you make over 175,000, we can talk about it, G. If you really want to.
Okay, there we go. I'm saying
And you
like
ready to submit.
look, you single right now, but if a man with the qualifications that you desire out of him came along your way, you would give him a chance, right?
I need a submissive man who pay the
Oh, that ain't me.
bills,
That is
that
definitely
like to
not
cook
me.
and clean. Well then get detached from my singlehood.
You
Well,
always
see, you
trying to
look.
say somebody's singleness is different. Like that's different. You always saying that shit. This don't make no sense. What's up, winner?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Can I just answer the prompt real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Being single is a flex for women. I feel like, and I've said this a million times before, it's so inconceivable because men are so used to women wanting kids and wanting to be in a relationship for decades and decades. It's so inconceivable for a lot of men this day and age to believe that a lot of some women just want to be by themselves. Here's the thing: men always tell us that we don't tell them how we actually feel. So when we do tell them how we actually feel, like I've had this argument since in my 20s, like I'm cool being by myself. Oh, I don't believe that. That's what we get. We get that whole, oh, I don't believe that. I got 5 female friends and I don't believe, and like when we tell these guys what we actually feel about certain things, they don't believe it. Their so-called female friends, their 5 female friends said something different, so they don't believe. It's like they tell us not to lump all men together, but they lump all women together. There are women out there. I know it's inconceivable for a lot of guys, but 'cause I saw a live a couple of days ago where it says women secretly want to have babies and this and that, and when they say no, they really mean yes. It's like when we are telling these guys that we are okay. A lot of us are okay being by ourselves. Oh, it must be trauma. It must be this. It must be that. Like some of us are okay, are pretty chill about it. We just want to be. Some of us want to be left alone, and a lot of the guys don't. They cannot. They cannot even comprehend because, and I don't know if it's a defense mechanism because they believe that if you know,
It's because they projecting and they
yeah,
can't see outside of themselves.
exactly. Like they believe that women have to have somebody. We have to want to have babies. We gotta want to have men. And some of us are fine. I've been fine by myself for very long. No, it's not to do the trauma. This and that. I work hard for a living. I work as a chef at a country club, so I work really hard and stuff. And I just don't see, and I'm okay with that. I mean, even people in my family, when I got out of college and stuff, they was like, the first thing they said, when's somebody gonna put babies in you and this and that and da 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 da. It was hard to hear that stuff because I wasn't even thinking about stuff like that. I just wanted to be left alone. I
You
just
think
wanted to,
that's crazy.
yeah, I wanted to figure out who I
Do you
was
know
as a
why
person.
men say that to
Well,
women? Do you know
as
why
a
men?
man,
Hold up,
speaking for
hold
men,
up,
we
hold
want
up,
y'all to be
hold
happy
up,
with your choices. That's
hold
all.
up, hold up. Winter, do you know why men say men putting babies in you? You know why they say that?
What's up?
They want to humble you.
I just think it's
No,
hilarious.
for real.
Oh no, I'm serious. I think that's hilarious because I feel like yeah, because and then guys get upset because we'll say it over and over again. I want to be by myself. Oh, I don't believe it because you keep saying it. Well, when we say because when we try to be nice about it, it's like, oh, so what is it really about though? We constantly get that kind of, but like I could be chilling in the library by myself. I do art. That's actually one of my drawings right there. I do art and stuff, and I've been in the library by myself, and it's like the consistent. And we have to kind of double down. It's frustrating because we do have to double down. Like I want to be alone and stuff, and then we either get insults. We either get insulted, or oh, it must be trauma. It must be this. It must be that. Some of us are just chilling, just want to be by ourselves and want to do our own thing and want to be left alone. That's it. I got a niece right now who one of my nieces in the military,
Y'all got
and
shade
she
of
was
my.
oh, sorry. But one of my nieces, she's in the military, she's doing her thing or whatever, and she likes to be left alone. Like she's been hit on so many times by dudes, but she just wants to be left alone. My aunt, I have an aunt who's in her 60s,
Hold
same
on, hold on,
thing.
hold on. Winter,
Oh,
Winter.
sorry.
You ain't got to run through the whole family. Y'all got shade of Michael people.
But
Um,
I want to know what's the attitude supposed to be while you single? Like, do the men want us to be sad when we single?
No, but just it
What,
don't have to
No,
be a
we don't.
flex.
No, we
It don't have to
don't.
be a
As a
flex to be
man,
single.
why? What is wrong? What is bothering you about it being a flex?
It
Why
shouldn't
does
be a
that hurt your
flex.
feelings? Why
It's not
shouldn't it
hurting
be a
nobody's
flex?
feelings. It's hurting the community. It's
Why
hurting society.
somebody being single is hurting that community?
Yeah, it's hurting society, the
That's
culture.
so funny that that's so funny that like y'all have this standpoint about like y'all feel so strongly about women being single and the community. Yet like that there's bigger fish to fry than women choosing to be single.
We only talking
I
about
think
this
it's
scenario
Like
helping
y'all
now.
could be
society.
worried about the
I think
school
it's
to
helping
prison
society.
pipeline.
We only talking
I
Y'all
about
could
think
this
be
it's
scenario
helping.
worried.
now.
Y'all could be worried about pew pew violence, but
It all
instead y'all
starts
worried
with
about
the,
women being single.
but it all starts with the nuclear family
Crazy.
first. So we got to get our women in check. So
Nah,
this is
it's
a problem
people
that
who
has to
the
get
people
solved
who doing
you
first.
it.
should women in
No,
check.
it don't.
Yes.
Yeah,
Being single is not a
It's like
flex,
people
ladies.
you
say get your
wanna
women in
force a
check.
woman
Being single
to
is not a
cooperate
flex.
with you or collaborate with you. You wanna force her to do it. I think that's the mistake that we're making on the man side. Some of the men, just like Winter was just describing. If a man approaches her and she says, "Look, I want to be single," respect what she says and leave her alone.
Yeah,
Let
but
her
it's not
be
a flex.
single.
It's not a flex. That's all I'm
There's
saying.
other women. There's other women that don't want to be single. And if you will cooperate with them and collaborate with them, then we can build families and build marriages that want to be, instead of trying to override somebody's resistance to you and trying to wear them down and chase them around and make them try to be with you. Trust what they're saying. They're saying they want to be single. Let them be single. They have a choice to do that.
Monica.
Nobody's saying that they can't say that. All I'm saying is not a flex, brother. That's it. It's not a flex.
Hold on,
It's a
because I
flex
can't
for
speak
them.
loud.
Not a flex. It's not a flex at all.
It's a
You
flex
keep
for me.
saying it's not a flex. We got it. It's not a flex.
Okay, it's not. Yeah.
Listen, Winter, hold on. Nobody wants to be in community with people who thinks the worst of us. Y'all think that we're bad mothers. Y'all think that we're 304s. Y'all think that we do nothing but wear wigs, weaves, and lashes. Y'all think that black women are masculine. Y'all think that black women are this, black women are that. Why would we want to procreate, be in relation, and commune with you all? A group of people who think the worst of us.
I don't think the worst of black
Opinion
women. I think
based,
black
by the
women are
way.
great.
It's no empirical data to back any way that y'all feel.
I think black women are great. There's a lot of black men that
I
think black
agree
women are
with you,
great.
brother. I agree with you, brother. And it has to be the men that you're involved with or around or you see, or the tropes that you see on TV, movies, and all of that. Because me and him just said we think that y'all great. And I stand on that. I'm married to a black woman.
Me as well.
Here's the thing. Hey, Perry. Hey, everybody.
Uh,
Here's the thing. Having a man is the easiest motherfucking thing in the world. It's literally the easiest thing. Men are so easy. Having a man is easy. They'll fall and have sex with anything. And if you don't believe me, look up how we got STIs. Look that up. So yeah, it is a flex. Why would a woman want to deal with a man? Why would a woman want to waste her time, energy, money, resources, and her mental health on a man that's not going to provide anything for her?
What are
Why
you
would she
talking
do
about?
that in 2026?
Okay, in
The crazy
2026,
part is,
you should be dealing with
hold
men
up,
that provide for
hold
you.
up, sir. Let me explain something. The crazy part is, men think it's a flex too. Let me tell you why. Because men would say in a heartbeat, like, oh, a woman who got a low body count, a woman who ain't got a bunch of partners, like, they see women who haven't messed with a lot of men as valuable. So the more men you with, the more they want to devalue you. And at the same time, if you got zero men, that would be a flex because the men are chasing you and they chase and they couldn't catch up and you kept on moving. It's a flex. I like it's weird that y'all want to frame it, but even the guys on my wall, like, we can focus on the women who want relationships and still be families and stuff. And y'all both claim to be married and y'all peel without single asses late at night instead of spending time with your family. That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck want to be married to a man like
So
that?
now, in order for platforms to work, you have to have engagement.
No, that's
We're
fine.
trying to
No, that's
give
fine.
you
Yeah,
a
we're engaging.
perspective here. So when the perspective is not going your way, or you can't say we're doing
I would
something
just assume
wrong.
this after I was
Now
still
it's
married too. I would think this is after I was still
slide
married before
insults
that.
that you want to
All
put in.
because
And
you
we're just
can't
trying to give
argue.
perspective. That's all, perspective.
All because you can't argue back our points.
So
That
I
don't
would
make
like
no
to just
sense.
chime in here. I think
There's no
I'm
point in arguing with you. We made our stance. Y'all are arguing against us.
All I'm
Listen,
saying it's
I
not a
don't
See
get
flex,
how
I
the
sweetie.
don't get
delusion
offended.
is?
I'm just
I
saying it's
don't
not
get
a flex, sweetie.
I don't get offended with what nothing Tara or anybody on this panel says. I know what type of nigga I know what type of man I am. So yeah, I don't get offended by nothing she says.
Yeah, nobody's getting offended about y'all thinking that single is being a flex. Nobody cares. You guys are gonna die alone, sadly. That's just sad
If you
that black
didn't
women
care,
are
then
gonna
so
why
do
the
there's
hell
that.
are you
nothing said
here?
Sad
about
that their
dying
legacy just is gonna
alone.
just suffer
The
away.
fact
Your
that
legacy.
children
Men,
That's
all of
absurd.
these people age you. The fact that women are aged just by having children, especially raising children alone. The fact that women are aged by being in unhealthy relationships. When women are on their deathbeds, a lot of men will actually leave them to die alone versus women still being there to be there for them, even in their dying day, and saving them,
Say
even
unalive.
at
Say
the
unalive.
expense of themselves. So, no,
That's
it
not the
is a
men of
happier
today.
life to live alone.
That's not the men of today.
Okay,
You're
real
basing it off
quick.
the men of old.
Can I
I'm
ask
a
one question?
co-sign.
Can I ask
Hold up,
one question?
yo. Hold up, real quick.
Okay.
That goes back to what Lynn was saying earlier about like y'all got bigger fish to fry. Because like if you think not being in a relationship you're gonna be alone, y'all need to worry about that. Like y'all attachment issues when it comes to anxiety around the idea of being alone as a person. Cause like as a single woman, I don't think I'm gonna be alone when I get in old age. Like what is you talking about? Like y'all don't have people around y'all. You think the only way you can have people around is if you're in a relationship? Like y'all need to think about why is everybody running away from you? Like that's crazy. Just because you're not in a relationship don't mean you're
That's
alone.
a good point that you make. And my question is this. So the purpose then would be to try to convince other women that the choice that you're making is the best choice for them too.
Who's trying to convince anything to anybody?
All single women do that. You guys, single women, shaming women in relationships all the time, especially on panels
We're
like
not
this.
shaming
Well,
women in
who's
Nobody is
wait,
relationships.
wait.
shaming women in relationships. They're wanting women to have better relationships with men because, again, what is the point of being in a relationship with a person who is not treating you right, who is aging you, who is mistreating you? What's the point of that? So
Right.
nobody cares about somebody being in a relationship. It's is the relationship healthy for your
Why are
mental
y'all?
and physical health?
Why are
Right.
y'all
And
Hold
turning
it's
up, hold
okay to
up,
relationships
be
real quick.
single.
toxic
And
Hold up,
that's
relationships
the
at
y'all.
point.
2026? Why are
Yeah,
y'all
but
Hold up,
turning
that's
real
the
quick.
toxic?
point. The point is that
Hold
it's
up.
we're
No,
saying
no, no, no. That's not it. That's not it. Right? The fact is, a lot of women are opting out of relationships. If anything, it validates the women who are not in relationships. Nobody's going over to married women spaces and saying y'all need to be single.
Yes, they
Like,
are.
hold up, real quick. Hold up, real quick. But we do have married men in those spaces talking to us about being single. That's the thing, and that's the important part. Because, like, what you want to say is y'all convincing these women not to get with niggas, and y'all feel some type of way about it.
Oh, I said what I wanted to say. I'm educated, like I know y'all are, and I know how to ask my question. I was asking, is the purpose then, because the way we were being talked to was like, why are you up here if you're married? So then I was trying to get to the purpose of it. If the purpose is not discourse and perspectives, then it's the purpose to convince other women that single is the best way to go.
Yeah, that's my purpose. I don't know about the other women, but yeah, I want to convince everybody, all of the women, because I
Because
might
see,
want them for myself later on in life. Who
see,
knows?
Another
so
thing,
so she
Bingo,
just proved our
But
bingo.
point right
Got you.
now. She
Thanks
just
for the
proved our point right
but
now.
truthfulness. Thanks for
She
the
just proved our
I
point.
want
truthfulness.
to say
but
this too.
Thank you.
but G, hold on. I want to say this. Women are not unalive and alone in nursing homes. It's actually men.
She's just a man hater. This is just misandry. But
Hold
we
up,
um,
get called
no, hold
misogynists.
up, real
We
quick.
get
But
called
to be
misogynists
fair,
for
hold up,
debating this. This is
hold up,
misandry.
nameless. Calm down. To be
Sickening.
fair,
You
we
women are
did grow up
sickening.
seeing it. Hold up. I remember seeing the Golden Girls. I remember living single. I remember girlfriends. Like, I remember, like, y'all, there was propaganda about women who were single and were doing fine and they still had companionship. Like, them women always had other women around. They were never just assed out alone.
Yeah, but a lot of their storylines were about men.
No,
oh
no, no,
well
no.
can
But
I
hold up.
let me add for
But the thing,
anecdotal.
Men
you
they
missing
wanted
the
to
point. They
cuff,
wasn't alone, though.
that didn't want them, that
Well,
just
hold
wanted
on.
to pipe.
No, hold on. Let me offer
You
this an
forgetting that part of
anecdotal
the story though,
perspective
right?
because hold on, because I surround myself around a lot of elderly women, right? Who are either
We gonna let her
widowed.
finish it.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, or they either widowed or they was divorced, the single or some measure. A lot of those women tend to surround themselves around like either their own friends group or they get involved with other activities where other women are always checking in on them. Like we had somebody in our group that had passed away back in December. You know, she didn't really have anybody outside of her brother. But we were always checking in. We always made sure she was good. We found out, you know, when she had went to the hospital or anything like that, you know, and we always stayed in touch. With a lot of men don't do that. You know, a lot of times when they get up there in elderly age, they tend to not have nobody around them, or they might have had, you know, bad encounters with other men, you know, or the women in their lives, and have found themselves, you know, being alone, needing assistance later on, you know, and you know it sometimes gets, you know, troubling for them, because in a lot of times they got case managers like, well, what happened with the rest of your family? Don't nobody come in here to see you? You know, that's a lot of a caseload for case managers to deal with, because they have a lot of men that tend to not have nobody around. So as far as the single women always have some form of community that they've established even in their older ages. So I just
That's
want to make
not
that a
always
point.
true. That's not all. But
Even when they
one thing
start
I
talking
want,
about,
one thing
hold
I
on,
did.
even when y'all start talking about unalive alone or whatever, like y'all gotta look at older couples, right? The women are the nurses, and you take care of the man. Again, men age faster, so you're going to take care of him. And then a lot of times the men be older, so you're going to take care of him, and he's going to unalive before you. So like there are a lot of elderly women who were previously married who are trying to survive on their own because they set up for the marriage and the husband didn't take care of what they're supposed to. So this idea that like, oh, you gonna be set if you with a man is not true. That man gonna unalive and then you going to figure out what you're gonna do for the last decade or two of your life.
Yeah, but Tara, a lot of women who are single, they claim to be single, but they're still having sex, right? And that's another issue I
I
have.
always want to bring that shit up.
If you single, please be celibate. But if you
Hold on,
single,
real quick. G, let me ask you a question.
yeah,
I want to ask you a question. So if you a single man, right, and you had sex with a woman, are y'all together now?
absolutely not.
Okay, thank you. I rest my case. We can move on from that point. You keep trying to repeat.
The
It's a good
problem is,
point.
It
hold on, just
doesn't
a
work
sec.
the
Hold
same,
on, just a
guys.
second.
It
The
doesn't.
problem is,
It
the problem
doesn't.
is that you all want
Yeah.
you want to have a cage and a leash on women, and you want to police what women do with their bodies. But when those same treatment is turned back around on you all, oh my God, you're trying to police me. Oh my God, you're doing too much. Oh
Shorty.
my God, you're doing this. No,
Shorty, we
you
don't not
can't.
care if
Nah,
you
You
your
making it
can't.
body,
easier
your
for
Obviously,
choice.
us.
You
you
can do
do
what you
because you're up
want to
here
You're
do. Your
making it
body.
arguing. So
easier
you
for
Your
obviously
us.
body.
do. You
What are
obviously
you talking
do.
about, Shorty?
Just
You're
You
just
making
got
it
because
it.
a
easier
man,
for us to just
just
mess around with you and leave you and
yeah, just
devalue
because a
you.
man is sleeping
You're
with a woman does
silly.
not mean they are in a relationship. She may think so, right? But he can even make, because you guys always say these men lie. Some of them are completely honest. They will let you know they don't want nothing serious, right? And just because they are sleeping with you and having sex with you consistently does not mean he is committed to you, right? And a lot of these women will tell other people they are in a relationship with a man that he's not even aware of, that he don't even know about,
But they
just because
not.
they're
They
sleeping
saying they
together.
single. Hold up, G. That's the crazy part. You arguing that they saying they single, even though they mess with that dude. They single, and you saying, well, you can't be single. You sleeping with men. That's crazy.
And that's just not a flex, Shorty, because you getting ran through by 2, 3 dudes and we
But
looking
let me
at you
ask you a
laughing at you.
question.
We laughing at
But
you in
let
the
me ask you
gym.
a question. Well,
We
you would
laughing at
never.
you.
You would never know.
I'm
The
serious. We
question
laughing at you
is,
though,
unless
cause dudes talk.
to stop
Look at that
and to
baby.
stop being hoes and talking so much. But this is my question to the man. When is being single, at what age is being single not a flex for a man? What age is it like, okay, that's bogus. You too old to be single as a
Probably
man.
like 40.
There's no age limit on it. If he wants
I
to
would
be
say 40.
single and that's his goal, then it's a
Yeah, there's
flex.
no age limit on that. Is there?
Nah, you can't. We can't say that we can't say it's lame for a woman to be single and it's not lame for a man to be single. Nah, it's lame
Name,
for a man to be single. A man
no,
single at 40 years old, that's a lame dude.
no.
He's a
I didn't
failure.
say they were lame, though. That's your
Nah, he's
point.
a
I
failure.
don't think they're late. Listen, just I'm
He
going
don't
to
got no
reiterate this
kids.
again.
Come on, man.
Listen. I would rather some of these men not have kids than have multiple baby mamas at 40 or 50 years old. I will say that, right? But let me just say this, right? No, he just be, okay. Just because just because he's single does not mean he's not dealing with women at all, right? A man here, and hear me out. A man can bring a new woman to the family trip or the Christmas party every year, and nobody's going to question that man, right? Women can't do that. You can't bring a new Nick or a new man to to the Thanksgiving dinner every year. They're going to
You
have some
can't do that
questions.
as a man either, dude. Because
Are you
after a
kidding
while,
me?
it gets
Who's going to
old.
question that? Who is going to question that,
Your
right?
mom,
So
your
what?
brother.
So what? So what?
Okay, but that's
Society.
what the
I know,
woman is
but
going to say the same thing. So what?
I'm no, women are not able to be
Yes, they
lifelong. Here's
are.
the thing:
What are you talking about,
men can
bro?
be lifelong bachelors. They just can't, and still deal with women, still sleep with women, still entertain women for the rest of their lives, right?
Women can do the
And
same
so,
thing. The
and
problem is you being single,
it's
bro.
a double standard. I know it's a double standard. I
It's
admit
not a
it's a
double
double
standard.
standard. I'm saying a man bringing a new woman to the Christmas dinner, a new woman every couple of years. There may be some type of questions, but all they're going to be saying, "Oh, this guy's a player. We know he's not going to settle down," and they're just going to move on, right? Who's going to
What
question
does
that?
that have to do with
Your
anything?
legacy is dying,
G,
bro.
G, yeah. What does that have to do with anything? You bringing a
Because
new woman home because, like, hold on, we don't even carry ourselves the same way as y'all when we single. So therefore, the comparison is moot because women don't just be bringing people. Like nobody's gonna be doing that as a woman. That's
correct,
a y'all thing.
right, exactly. You
Nothing to
proved
do
my
with
point.
anything.
Yeah,
But
you
but
proved
the
my.
men hold on. I need you to understand something anyway. The social society is changing the way people do things. You don't see all the videos of people making fun of the men, the 36-year-old men, for going out to the club and hanging out with young women and going out to spring break. Society is changing, and there's no way y'all gonna be able to put it back. And the year 2026, I was gonna say our Lord 2026. Y'all lame. Like name said, if you a 40-year-old man and you single, you a lame. You a loser.
Straight like that.
You need to go get you a family, sir.
Straight like that.
He don't want the label though, but you want to put it on women is
That's
crazy.
just crazy, bro. We can't
Here's
have
the
it. We
fucking
can
thing.
have it one
No,
way.
y'all, hold on, because I'm gonna finish. Because I'll let you have it. Because you clocked my tea. You got me together, sis. You got your batting
Wait, no,
thing.
did he really clock your teeth? Did he
Listen.
really clock your teeth?
But
Reality.
here's the thing. Here's the
Here's the
thing.
thing. No, hold on,
A
hold up,
woman being
hold up.
single.
I'm not done. Hold up. This is the thing. You do care. A lot of you men care. How I know y'all care is because y'all up here arguing and fighting for your fucking life on this panel. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be up here. If you didn't care, you'd have scrolled on and moved on with your night. But you're up here trying to fight for your life. You're trying to defend your honor in front of
Nah, I'm just
everybody.
trying to
So you
change the culture.
obviously care.
I'm just trying to change the culture, baby. That's it.
But
This
but
culture need
see
to
how
Hold
die.
up,
Goldboy.
real quick.
I'm trying to change the
Hold
Let me
culture,
up,
say
baby.
this
hold
real
That's
up,
quick.
it.
hold up, y'all. It's enough people in here. We've been here. We should be past 40K likes by now. Feel free to share the live out to somebody who might want to participate in the conversation. If you haven't done so already, send a heart me to support the live. Hold up.
But you
And
see
what
how the
Hold up.
culture are
I'm
you?
goalpost
still I'm still
change?
talking. I'm gonna
Hold on.
drop y'all. Um, if you haven't done so, send a heart me to support the live. If you agree with people saying on the panel, you can support by gifting them. And if you like the live, you can contribute to the live goal. All right, y'all got it.
See, Lynn just said if you're a 40-year-old man with no family, you are a loser, right? But they celebrate
Yeah,
Maya. They
yeah,
celebrate Maya, who's 46, with no
yeah.
husband,
It's
no
different for
kids,
her.
and don't plan on it, right?
And
You
chase
see how that
women.
is?
Yeah.
40-year-old woman
Yeah, the
plans out.
No,
difference,
no, no. You
but
hold up. No,
G,
don't you be crying about
Gee,
a
the
double
bottom
standard.
line is
No.
everybody has the same choice. So it doesn't
I agree.
matter if they think the man is lame or not. We're
I
dealing
agree.
with
No, no,
equality.
no.
And
He
like she
wanted to
said, we're
support the
dealing
double
with
standard.
2026. A man that decides that he doesn't want to have children, he has the same choice. They can call him sassy. They can call him all the names that he wants. He still has the same choice that Maya has, right? So we can't make the choice for one side and not the other. That's the thing that everybody has to understand. If everybody has a right to do it, then men have a right to do it too. And we can't label them for choosing to be single. with no
This is the
kids.
difference. Let me tell you the difference, Mister. What's your name, Mister Danja?
Danger.
Mister. Mister. Let me tell you the difference, Mister Danger. Shut up. Let me tell you the difference. We don't care if y'all label us. Y'all care if we label y'all. Y'all care. That's the difference.
You know,
Y'all are
get you.
trying to convince us to care. You see the difference there? Like the men are trying to
No,
convince
well,
us to
I'm
care.
not particularly,
Well, it
so I'll
depends.
be
Like
quiet on that. I said y'all had a choice too, but the other brothers may be. But I said no.
like
If
Nick,
you want to be single, it's a flex.
like Nick Cannon is single, but I think he's personally, no matter how much money he's make, he's a loser to me. He's a Pookie and Ray Ray and all these because this guy has what 50? How many kids does he have now? 12 kids, multiple baby mamas, right? So if you man and you decide not to have kids or get married, I prefer that than this Nick Cannon situation or
Okay, and so
Cannon
what about
situation.
if you and what if you a woman you decide not to have kids or not to get married, G?
Compared to a multiple baby mother, yes, the single life would be it for me.
One other mistake I think we make, we comparing ourselves to celebrities, which is a
True.
small percentage of people, and they live a different lifestyle, man. How many people get married and divorced in Hollywood on a regular basis? Like, I think we should concentrate on what the majority of people do, but, that's just me.
Yeah.
The majority of people in the black community are having multiple kids, multiple baby mamas, multiple baby daddies without ever being married. So that Nick Cannon situation is actually pretty common, just without the money.
Why you not married yet?
Who are you talking to, Liz?
You.
You asked me why I'm not married yet.
Yeah, why you not married
Why are you not married yet?
No. Don't
yet?
do
Now
that.
answer
Don't
the
turn it on
question, G.
her.
Now answer the question, G. Answer the question, G.
Man, I'm not answering that.
Aw,
Exactly, because
bro.
you
So
don't
you
want
can't even have this
to.
conversation, bro, because you're not even being you're not even being like real, bro. How you gonna crucify a woman for being single, but you 40 and you not married or don't have no kids? Hopefully you got kids. You at least
I'm
got
not 40.
kids.
I'm not
You at least
40.
got kids.
If I had kids, I would be married, bro.
Yeah.
Man, come on, dog. Like, what we even talking about, bro? So
I think
you
you
the
too
woman
young for these
equivalent.
conversations.
What we pooping on right now,
I think you're too young for these conversations. That's what I think. How
dog?
old are
What
you?
are you
20?
talking about, bro? I got
22?
more money than you, younger than you, and I got a family. You don't. What are you
Are you
talking
married?
about?
Are you married?
I just said I was
How old are you?
25. You see how you
Okay,
feeling?
but you don't have any pictures
That's
or anything
sick,
up, so
bro.
we can't verify it.
You said what?
You don't got any pictures or anything up, so we can't verify it.
Why would
Yeah, because
he?
I'm a
Hold
public
on.
figure
Why
where
would
I'm
he
at, so I
verify that
can't.
with a complete stranger on the
What?
internet? Are you
Listen,
slow?
it's been men on these panels, I swear, who have lied about being married, not really having children. They usually lie about not having children, even though they have them. But it's been people on these TikTok streets lying about being married and being
Okay.
caught up. So I will
Okay.
say that.
Well, try to catch me up. Because if you look me up,
I don't think
then
it's
we're
nothing
gonna.
wrong with you being single, but you seem to want to be married and you seem to care about the black statistics on marriage and single parenthood. So I'm like, you should do something to change that. Like, you
Yeah,
should be the example. You should get married.
you on these TikTok finals and you can't find you a shorty. Like that's sickening, bro.
You don't know
That's
what I got, bro.
sickening, bro. That's
You don't
sickening,
know
bro.
what I got,
Yeah,
bro. You gotta.
well, I can
You don't
predict
even.
the reason why probably he can't find a woman his own age who is willing to tolerate his BS. And then the younger women have wised up to the BS and don't want to deal with him either because he probably has no money or no funds to provide for them. So again, he's sitting up here on the panel fighting with women and trying to fight for his honor up here instead of actually taking in the point of what we're talking about and understanding the conversation because he's either A, like I said, he has women in his age group that don't want to deal with him, or B, the younger women don't want to deal with him either because he's an old ass loser.
Ooh.
The conjecture is diabolical in here.
Hey,
Diabolical woman. She don't. Another one who don't got no profile pic. We don't even know what she looks like. Now, that
this
could
is
be a secret
TikTok,
girl, as
bro.
a
What are
matter
you
of fact.
talking about, bro? We just trying to get exposure over here, bro. Who cares?
And see
Let's
how
talk about the
mad I got
conversation.
him. See how
Let's talk
mad I
about the
got him. I have you
conversation,
mad,
G.
honey. Mwah.
I
G,
was
let's talk about
talking
the
in
conversation
conversation.
though.
Let's talk about the conversation. You guys
Why
contribute.
why
I
are you
listen
sitting
to
up
you.
on this panel talking about women, but you in the same boat, folks? Let's talk about it. Why? You're an OG and you're not married with no kids, bro. That's sad. That's a sad
Hey,
life, and you're
You
sitting up
got, you
here
got a
pooping
point.
on women for it, but you're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you
all
got a
right.
point. You
So
got a
What are
what?
you
point.
talking about, bro?
You
This
say
is
you're
like, get off
married,
the
right?
panel, bro. That is weird.
I
Pick or
don't talk about
something.
my
You're
personal life. I
embarrassing.
don't talk
You're
about my
embarrassing
personal
us as
life.
a race. It's
I don't talk
embarrassing, bro.
about my personal life.
It's crazy.
And you claim you're
Because
married,
you
but
because you have
we
no
have no
personal life to
kids.
talk about. You're up here arguing and trying to defend your honor on a point that's really not that serious.
Lady,
We can
you
just have
don't
a
even have a profile
conversation.
picture up. You don't even have a. We don't know what you look like. You're probably a T girl because you sound like one.
See,
So
Lynn,
why are
I
you
told
talking, right?
What?
Cam up, cam up, cam
That's
up, because you
crazy.
never
That's
cam up.
crazy.
Listen, I don't even know. Listen, let me just say this.
you
I don't
mad.
even know. I don't even know who this lady is. She
You
every time
mad
I'm
as
on the
hell,
come
folks.
on, every time I come on Tara's panel, she comes for me with no profile picture. At
Bro,
least
you
Lynn is
mad, bro,
You
attractive.
and
a
you
I'll give her
lie.
wrong.
that.
You
You
a
mad and you
lie.
She
wrong.
Tara do
does.
not be coming for it. No, she do not. You a lie.
Yeah,
Y'all
you mad,
crazy.
honey.
Y'all
You're real mad.
crazy.
See, Lynn, I told you he clocked my teeth.
Y'all crazy as fuck.
So go. We can go back to the conversation.
No, we can stay on you
Yeah,
now
yeah. Can
because
I
I'm
ask
gonna I'm gonna
Nameless.
show you. I'm going to show you how it is to come for somebody since you accused me of it. See, here's the problem. And no neck having ass nigga like you is trying to come for me, but yet you're up here on a panel crying and whining and tear-trying about how you don't, how we're up here being single and whatever, and you care so much, but you're claiming that you don't care about nothing. Please shut the fuck up. No one cares. Cry to your mother. Cry to your daddy. Don't cry to us.
Cam up. You can't talk. Look,
That's
the rule
crazy.
should be if you come for somebody's looks, you gotta cam up. Saint Evelina, whatever the hell her
But
name
you're
is,
not even
has
cammed
never
up,
cam
So
G.
up.
Kim,
Yeah,
I
canned
always
up,
G,
cam up.
man.
cam
I
up,
Yeah,
G.
always
so
cam
well,
both
up.
after you
hey,
will.
so
G, cam
both
I
y'all
up.
both
always
y'all gotta
cam
Let's
G,
do it
up.
cam up,
together.
both y'all
bro.
gotta
listen,
cam
listen,
up.
Lynn,
listen, listen. Hold on, hold on.
Lynn.
Listen, listen. Send her a diamond gun and she'll climb. She'll cam up.
No, Lynn, you know I've cammed up many times before. I have no problem camming up. It's just
So
you
if I
two.
don't see no bust downs, all of that, bro, I'm
But
gonna
let me
look
just
at you
say this.
weird because you ain't got no
Let,
kids. I'm gonna be real with you.
so what?
So if you cam up and you ain't got no bust downs, no chains in your mouth, none of that to show that you got money, I'm gonna really look at you weird because I'm gonna be like, oh, so you are a
See,
loser.
this is
Because why are
Oh,
you on
okay,
so.
this
Here's
okay,
the
panel
thing.
camming
okay,
up,
okay.
So here's the
trying to
thing.
prove
Here's the
something?
thing.
I'm
Here's
just
the thing.
being
Here's
real,
the
bro.
thing. I
I'm just
don't
being
like
real,
talking
G.
about. I don't like talking about my personal life, right? I don't.
Okay.
And here's the thing about niggas like you, right? Or men like you, right? Or you YNs or whatever like you, right? You
Right.
guys have so much to prove on TikTok. Most wealth
What are we
is
proving?
quiet, right? Most wealth is quiet. They're not flashing it, right? And a lot of people like you, that's why I can tell you don't have money
This
already
is
because you're the type
2026,
of
bro. What are
person.
you talking about? Social media out here.
Right,
So what?
right.
What are you talking
I
about,
have.
dude?
I know,
Money is
but you the
quiet.
type. I can tell you
Facts.
don't have money
If it's
because if you,
corporate, money is quiet
what
when
are
it's
you talking
corporate,
about?
when it's
What?
investments, when it's passive
What the
income.
hell? You don't know
I
nothing
sell
about that,
things,
dummy.
bro.
You don't
I
know
s-
nothing about no investments or anything like that,
oh
dummy. I
really?
can tell you
So
don't know what you're
you
talking
wanna go
about.
portfolio for portfolio? Is that what you're
Man,
trying to
no,
do? Because I can go
no.
portfolio for portfolio if you're trying to do that, but you're not trying to do that because you don't got
Oh
no
my God.
portfolio.
Let's
You
go back
don't.
to the conversation
Okay,
before it
yeah.
goes
Let's
here.
get back to the conversation. Because you're not a rich dude. You don't got more money than me, and I'm younger
He
than you,
doesn't
bro.
sound like a dude at all. He sounds like a bitch. Let's be
Oh,
clear.
Okay,
damn.
let's stop disrespecting
Damn,
men here.
damn,
Let's stop
damn,
disrespecting men
damn.
here, all right? Let's stop that, shawty. Okay? You already disrespected him. You already did all that. Chill, shawty.
I'm not gonna
Chill, sweetie,
listen. His
chill.
mother,
Okay, we
his
we
parents
already on it.
disrespected him when they conceived him. I didn't do
Okay,
shit to
sweetie,
him.
sweetie,
Oh,
we
shit.
good. We good. You already
See
got the
now,
drop.
see now, I am coming for you. See, this is the difference. I was keeping it very cute, very PG-13. Now you wanted me to get rated R in you because you wanted to. Oh, she's coming for me. No, bitch, I didn't come for you. You need to shut the fuck up, respectfully.
Hey,
You
hey,
be in the ghetto. That's why you acting like this. He ain't
I
even do
really
that to you.
do.
Damn.
dang,
Damn.
dang. I
Oh,
don't know. Hey,
shit.
you still ain't cam up though. That shit crazy to me.
He's never going to
Listen,
come up.
I need money. You heard what Lamb said. I need money.
I'm talking about G, bro.
He talking
Like
about
she
I
ready to
G.
always
be.
come
He
up
talking
though.
about
She ready to
G.
be, folks. She ready to be.
What the fuck?
Better
He
cam
on
up,
your
G. She ready for
side.
for the beef, bro. She ready for the smoke.
He got
Trying
my
to.
G.
Mm-mm.
That's
The
all
Hold up,
good.
Eagles
y'all leave.
go.
Hey,
Hold up,
hey,
y'all
What's the deal?
can I answer the
hold up,
prompt? Oh,
let GM on about being single. He old and single.
go
Go
ahead.
let Eden go.
I'm not 40.
I just want to answer the prompt. Damn, that's great. Y'all
Go
got
ahead.
down. Y'all throwing haymakers and shit. God damn. I'm
Go
drunk.
ahead.
I'm drunk than the motherfucker. I don't know what's going on.
Big up yourself, dog.
Go ahead. Maui.
Being single is a flex for women. I believe it. I believe like when you're single, the world is yours. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, and um you're the god of your destiny. You don't have to really worry about too much. Limited responsibility, maximum fun.
Hold up real quick,
I
cause I'm
think it's a
strolling
flex.
up. Some people, hold up real quick. If y'all ain't send a heart me to support the live, y'all. Go ahead, finish saying what you're saying.
I feel like it's a flex at the end of the day. Like, I mean, being in a relationship can be a flex
You
too,
gotta send
but
a whale, G.
I do feel like being single is a flex that you can flex if done right.
Okay. Go ahead, XCX.
Oh, yes,
Man, I agree with Buddy, man. Like it's more than one way to flex, man. You can flex being single, you can flex being in love, man. You can flex goddamn friends with benefits. Just it depends on the
Mhm.
person, man. It depends on what your personal goals are.
If that's your goal, yeah, man, and you achieve it, it's a flex. That's what you want.
It's a
So
flex,
flex
man.
it.
Shout out to the women that's out here flexing.
Isn't the well to drop you? Oh
These
no,
are
she's still
these are
on.
the players, guys. These are the players,
Hold up, who
guys,
Okay,
you
that
so
think
I
dropping?
single
got
Right,
bitches
issues
take
with
right.
I'll
this.
them.
see
I'm
y'all
just telling
Let me
y'all.
just
later.
say this.
That's why they
Let me
saying
just
that.
say
G,
this.
who you
Let me say
That's
this.
dropping?
why they
Let me say
saying
this.
that.
Let me say this,
Nameless, why
and
you say that?
I mean this in the most humble way possible, right? So I live in the Bay Area. I work in tech, right? So I just dropped that young lady. So nameless, if you can match me on Terrace panel right now with the gift, I will go pound for pound with you. Otherwise, I'm gonna drop you.
Go ahead and drop me, folk. I don't care. Go
Okay,
ahead. Show
goodbye.
me your
Just
little TikTok money.
send me a meteor shot.
Send that money though. Send that
G.
money to him. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and cash out for it. And prove your
Yeah, no
point that you're
problem.
just such a big TikTok baller. Oh my goodness. But you don't want to go portfolio for portfolio.
You
You don't
hating.
want to
You
go
can just
land for
load it
land.
up.
You don't want to go bank
Just
account for bank
load
account.
just
Bank
load it
statement for bank
up.
statement.
Right,
So what we
Load
talking
it
policy
about?
up,
of this.
nameless.
Yo, I gotta go. This shit getting too feminine. I gotta go.
All right, X, big up yourself, dog.
Damn.
Okay, back to the combo.
Jesus.
Now my dog G said it's war, and then take money for go to war. But I did want to hear what him have to say. I wish he didn't drop him.
I mean, he gave my opportunity to save him. He ain't take it.
I saw go.
But G, why you drop him? What happened?
I told him, hey, Tara, I told him. All right, he said I was broke. I said if he can match me, whatever gift he dropped, I would have dropped. So
Damn. He shut y'all up. What's up, Liz?
Hey, um, yeah, so
He double
I
dropped
hear
you.
men saying that on here saying that well being single can be a flex, being in a relationship can be a flex. I think that being in a relationship is not a flex. Like being single is a flex, not being in a relationship. Like and I think that like to say that, right? To say well anything can be a flex. Like that's sort of like neutralizing the conversation. Specifically being single is a flex because we are bombarded with conditioning at all angles from the time we are very, very little that says that we need to be in a relationship, that like the trajectory of our lives needs to be ending up with a man, when the reality is that being with a man shortens our lives, shortens like lessens our happiness levels, right? Makes our like our bodies less healthy, every sort of metric for doing well in life, we have less money, right? We do less well financially. Every metric that measures how well you're doing in life goes down for women when they are in proximity to a man versus their non-married counterparts. So if you can recognize that and remove yourself from that conditioning and resist what society is pushing you to do, that is impressive. The other option is not impressive.
Liz, would you say accomplishing your goals is a flex?
I'm going to
That's
be
the
honest, I don't
point.
feel like answering questions.
But the
Okay,
point is,
so
Okay, here we go.
hold on real
right.
quick. Hold up real quick. The problem is when y'all, because she just said it, like, it's the conditioning of being convinced that's what you need to do. So when you just like, that's your goal, it's not really your goal, it's a goal that's been given to you. So to escape that type of indoctrination, yeah, it is a flat.
But we're not talking about
No,
coercion. We're
you could
talking
have
about
a goal that
mature
you want to
women
be a
that has an
physician. You could have a
my
goal
bad.
you want to be a physician. If you accomplish that goal, sister, I think that that's a flex, right? What I think is happening here is we want to determine what other people's goals are. And then that doesn't go with saying that people have choices. That goes with, now I don't like the old indoctrination, so I'm going to start this new indoctrination and I want you to listen to what I'm saying. So people have different goals. We don't all have the same goals. But if you accomplish your goal, I damn sure think that's a flex.
Yeah, some girls just want to be in a relationship, and it's not because society tell them to. It's just that they find a benefit in that for them. And I think if they achieve that, that's a flex.
Y'all only saying that whole thing about, oh, you're trying to switch it around. That's because it's to your benefit. That's the thing. Because that narrative come from men.
Is she not
Of course,
benefiting?
Well, Maui,
no,
you
y'all
said
benefit from it.
a woman in a relationship is a flex. A woman being in a
If that's what she
relationship is a flex.
wants. If that's what she set out to chase after, and she achieve it, yes, it's a flex. Flex it. This is what you wanted. You achieved it.
Agree.
Now, if it's
Like
not
me
something
involved.
if you did it out of survival mode and you just succumb into societal pressure, then no, it's not a flex, of course. But we're talking about women of independent thought that are mature and can think for themselves.
How do you determine the difference between a woman who is thinking independently and a woman who is influenced by society? You can't. Because
The way
the
they move,
line,
because
you
if they
can't, there's
feel
no
like,
like clear distinguishing line there, right?
yes, there
Everybody
is.
is motivated and influenced by what society is telling them and conditioning them to do.
Okay, if I'm influenced to get a job so I can pay my bills, that is a necessity, and I don't really want to do it, and it's going to reflect in my energy when I'm performing that task. That's how you would tell if it's something that is that is a result of me being coerced into do it versus like something that is true to myself. That's how you can tell. Because if I'm in a relationship with a girl and she doesn't really want to be in a relationship with me, I'm gonna feel that.
It's so not that simple, though. It's not that simple because you can legitimately think that this is what you want. And then when you get it, and this is what often happens, and this is how it usually does happen, women think this is what they genuinely want. Oftentimes we do not realize how influenced what we want is by what society is telling us that we want. And then when we get into a relationship, the reality of being in a relationship is nothing like we thought that it was going to be. The reality of marriage, the reality of cohabitating with a man is nothing like what we thought it was going to be. The men are not helpful. The men are like not faithful. The men are not supportive. You name it, it's just a disappointment. And then we get out of that relationship, and then society is telling us that, but you still got to end up with a man, get into another one, same thing. So that's what keeps happening, right? So yes, it is influenced. You can't say that it's not influenced by society because you can't divorce society from a person's independent thinking. The conditioning is happening from when we're babies.
If one
Liz,
person,
some of the conditioning is happening now too, from your end. Since we are talking about celebrities, we can talk about people like Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray. Now that they've hit middle age, 50 and above, and they gained all the
But
success,
Lisa Ray was married.
they're boss babes and all of that. But they'll still go on TV and say they would like to be in a relationship, right?
And
So
do
the
the shade
But
these
like,
days.
hold on.
the indoctrination can go either way. And we want people to have independent thought. Our women are educated at the highest level of anybody else in this country. So I'm pretty sure that they can make decisions for themselves of whether they want to be in a relationship or not.
Lisa Ray was married. Wasn't Lisa Ray married and she got a divorce?
I'm just speaking to her latest interviews of her saying she still would desire a relationship.
But and then I need you to understand too, because when we have this conversation, oftentimes we like miss the nuance, right? Nuance of this would be the age difference. Like Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, they grew up in a generation where everything. We're simply not in that generation. We sat and we watched those women get played. Two, we sat and we watched those women suffer through um toxic masculinity where men were able to do whatever they wanted to do and the women were just like unfairly treated. They had to go through being cheated on, to go through, you know, being mistreated in the ways that Liz stated. We don't want that for us. And the thing is, we communicated that at first. Like as a group of women, especially black women, we communicated our feelings were invalidated by our counterparts. Right? So the reaction that y'all are getting is we're choosing to be single.
You're trying to indoctrinate other women, even though you don't like indoctrination.
Yeah, I'm spreading the news. I'm leaving today. Whatever you want to call it, indoctrinate. Nobody's indoctrinating. We just, you know, letting women know that it's okay to be single if you want to. If you can't, if you don't want to deal with that, like don't let society pressure you into thinking that you have to. You don't have to at all. And y'all call it indoctrination, but it is what it is. State the facts. Y'all afraid that women gonna start waking up to the fact that being married or being with y'all is not as all as it's cracked up to be. And
the only
newsflash, the two hold on, Maui, Mr. Maui. Um, the toothpaste out of the tube already. Like the toothpaste is out of the tube. Y'all not gonna be able to put it back in. The snowball
I
is
just
only gonna
want
catch
women to do
more
what they want
snow
to do.
going
I
down
don't want
the
to indoctrinate
avalanche.
them either way.
Stop interrupting. You were actually walking women out of indoctrination, is what's happening. And I know you interpret that as indoctrination. No, but the indoctrination has already happened, and we are walking women out of that.
Wait, what's the indoctrination? What's being indoctrinated? Women being single? What's the name?
No, women
Not
women having to feel like we need to be in a
Having marriage is
relationship.
indoctrination in
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
opinion.
like
That's
we
indoctrination.
need it. Like you're not special, you're not anyone, you're not as important as a woman who's married with kids. Like it's and I want y'all to know, like for what it's worth to the men, came to this conclusion on my own without the help of other women. I came to this conclusion actually with the help of men. like y'all got on podcasts, y'all got on social media and started talking. And that's how I drew my conclusion. Because y'all would not shut up. And I love y'all for that. Like, I want to thank all the men who invested in podcast mics during the pandemic. I want to thank all the men who felt like they needed to talk or needed to tell women about themselves. I want to thank the men for having barbershop conversations online. Like, big ups to y'all. Y'all solid as heck for that. Thank you for telling us how y'all really feel. Thank you. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Thanks. Now I see how y'all felt all these years. Cause women, we was talking so damn much, like telling y'all how we felt. We was going on dates, spilling our life, just yap, 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 yap. And it gave y'all the upper hand, but the tables have turned, baby. I dislike majority of y'all. Like 98% of y'all. Y'all clocked my T when y'all said I'm a misandrist. And is. I do not like y'all. Y'all think terribly. Men are y'all think so disgusting. Y'all don't look at us as human beings. Y'all look at us as box, something to smash, something to take advantage of. Oh, if you going, then I got you. Like, no, don't nobody want to be with that. I had a man on my panel the other day talk about how he had 500 bodies. Imagine what type of loser collect 500 bodies. And the man was bigging him up. Oh, he cool as heck if he amassed 500 bodies. Imagine how much time he took. He's so busy amassing 500 bodies. He could have been doing something constructive with himself, something productive with himself. But no, he wanted to have sex with over 500 women. Y'all are losers. Y'all are losers. And somebody needed to tell y'all, you're losers.
I don't know when
He
this
could have learned a whole new language in that time.
anti-Gallus campaign started, but it's so out
I
of
love an
place.
Auntie Gillis. Oh my God.
Anti-Gallus,
I love it.
anti-Gallus talk I go on.
I love it.
Man forget woman.
Not Auntie Gillis. I love it.
Yeah,
There's
what's
three
crazy
people on the
is
panel. Rain, is it Rain? Rainy? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I was letting her speak because, man, that was straight facts. Hell yeah, girl. Yeah, I agree. Clock it. Hell yeah. Okay, what's up? So, being single is a flex for women. Yeah, unless you have a good man. I mean, like, I think the problem is there's a lot of men that are out here that are abusive, and that's not a flex to like stay with a man just because you get married and then he ends up treating you like shit. Like, that's not a flex. If you're with a good man, I think it's a flex though. But it's better to be single. It's a flex to be single, like as long as you're not with like a freaking loser, like she was saying. I mean, that's my opinion on that. Yeah, I was reading the comments.
So you're saying if the guy is good, then you can also say it's a flex to be in a relationship, right?
But
Yeah.
y'all
Exactly.
not good. None of y'all are good. None of
The
y'all are
men you
packing
dealing with not
you have
good,
women
misogyny.
out
and I'm
here.
sorry for that.
Baby,
Y'all just
that
You
said
have
you
don't
couldn't
women.
say
that
all.
don't work
Now
for
you're saying
me.
none of the men are good.
That don't
That's
work
Yeah,
saying
for me
there's
because
all.
I don't deal with y'all. So it don't work, sweetheart.
there's women out here
Um,
paying money to take pictures of Chris Brown, and there's pictures of what
no,
he's done in the past. These women are
you not
delusional.
Chris Brown,
Yeah, but I'm saying
Bookie
these
Good
Butt.
women are
point. Good
delusional and they
point.
don't know what they want. Look at
You
Vibes Cartel.
you're
He
not
sells out
Chris
shows.
Brown.
Vibes Cartel is selling out shows every day, and he just
You're
came
not
off a
Vibes
murder.
Cartel.
You're not seeing the point. People are paying to be with him in pictures, paying someone they know is abusive. So you women don't know what you want. You say you don't want a abusive or a man who's gonna hurt them and do all this stuff.
Sir, sir,
Future has
sir,
12 kids. Like, what's going on?
sir.
You tell me who's
You're
having
not
Future.
future.
I
Stop
know I'm not
bringing up
Future,
celebrities.
but these are what you
Shut
women want. You
up.
women want a man that's gonna cheat
Yes,
on you
I
and go.
I would love a future right now in my life
Exact.
because
See,
I
there's
would
my point.
drag.
There's my point.
Be quiet, little boy. I will drag Future through the mud that he deserved to be dragged through. I need somebody to know I was with Pluto. I need a watch. I get my AP and drag Future through the dirt that he deserved to be dragged through. I hate y'all. Don't nobody. I can like. Yeah. What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Clicking is you guys think it's a flex to be single. That's what's clicking.
I love
Oh,
women
that
that
hurt your
hate men.
feelings.
It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm good. You guys are the ones that look crazy out here. Maya's out
Women,
Okay.
here trying to marry
um,
herself. Like, what's going on here?
women that hate men are my favorite genre.
Yeah, they're the ones that are hollering at the worst men when they come off live.
Sir, I'm not hollering at no man because I don't deal with y'all. Y'all are annoying. Listen to your crybaby ass.
Who's y'all?
Unregulated
You gotta
emotions.
respect that,
You.
fellas, and then you know to move on. She's letting you know where
Exactly.
she stands, so you don't
That's
even
fine.
waste energy with her. You know.
All
He on
men are
here
so
swinging at the
emotional.
air because women want to be single.
I'm not
Y'all
swinging
sound
at nothing.
stupid.
I'm
Y'all
happy
sound
as
so
hell.
dumb.
I'm
Y'all
good. I
out
have a
here
great
talking about
life.
y'all marry y'all
I
self.
have a great life. You're at home with your cats. I'm good. I've never been better.
I
Thank you.
love
Why
I'm
are
single
you on
actually.
the
women.
panel?
No
If you're
Is,
on
is
questions
there not a
Actually,
asked.
discussion?
why are you here?
let me tell you something,
Is there not a whole
Dwizzle,
reason? Is
Dwizzy.
there not the whole
Hold
reason
on,
there?
Dwizzy. Let me tell you, Dwizzy, as a auntie Gallies, I'm not at home with my cats. I'm on my way to Hawaii. I'm on my way to Hawaii.
Hell yeah.
Match
That sounds
that.
like
Is
Match
fun.
that
that,
is
Dwizzy.
that your
Nice.
first ever trip? Is this your first time going
Match
flying on a
that,
plane?
Dwizzy.
Is
Check
Hawaii
my
supposed to be
page.
somewhere like
Check
unreachable?
check my page, Dwizzy.
Check your page for what?
Go check my Carfax, Dwizzy.
For what?
Go check my Carfax, Dwizzy.
I don't want nothing to do with you. Why would I check your page?
Loser.
Exactly. If I'm a loser, why do you want me to check
You
your
can't
page?
even get to Hawaii
Being
right
single,
now.
bro.
I'm
It's
at
not
work. Why
about
would I?
being
Why would
You
I be
can't
single.
going to
get
Hawaii at 12
there.
o'clock? Why would I be going at 12 o'clock?
You
Doesn't make no
can't get
sense.
there. It ain't 12 o'clock everywhere, loser.
Yeah, it's only 10 over here.
That's your flex.
You
Who here is going to Miami besides
That's
her?
a flex
Who
that
who
he's
who else
mad
here is
that
going to
he's
Hawaii right
single,
now?
bro.
Is anyone else going
you
to
What's he
Hawaii?
so mad
even
about?
if let me tell
Fucking
you,
idiot.
even if I went to Miami right now, you couldn't do the things that I could do in Miami. You
Thank
couldn't do
God
the
for that.
things that
Thank
I
God
could
for
do
that.
in Miami.
Thank God for that.
Loser, you couldn't
Thank
even get
God.
in the same places I can get in
I
Miami. You
don't
couldn't eat
want
at the
to.
same restaurants. You couldn't stay at the same hotels.
And how do you know that? How do you know
Because
that?
I
How do you
know
know? How do you know?
I know
What's he so
my
mad
income
about?
alone will destroy your Amazon Prime warehouse income. But any man I decide to drag through the mud with me and have him paying for it will demolish you and your little eensy beensy tiny baby income. So please go on somewhere with that. You're a hater.
Who's hating?
You ran across the right one. Cause I can use my pretty privilege to abuse you all into spending your money on me. So
You're
now
here.
what?
You could do all this,
Top
but you're
dog,
here on
final
Some
TikTok.
boss.
Okay.
of them. Some of
Okay.
them.
She's here on TikTok, but she has all this money and all this
I
influence and all this.
am.
Get
I
out of here, bro.
am. My
Get out of
flight's
here.
delayed.
Oh, poor
Have
you.
you been on a
Poor you.
plane? Yeah,
No.
poor
What is a
me.
plane? What is that?
It's what is a
Is the
plane?
thing that goes in the sky and it carries
Hater.
people? What is that? Goof.
You're a loser.
He's mad because he's single and no woman want him.
I'm married. I have 2 kids, a house, a car, and a career. What do you have?
You got 2 kids?
What do you have?
Okay, my bad. He's not single then. My bad. I
Okay,
missed.
that's what I thought.
All
I
right.
mean,
But why are you
we don't.
arguing about women being single though?
It's
It's
a panel, is
weird.
it not? Is that not what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to all be agreeing and saying singing kumbaya?
Yeah, but it's just weird when you're
No, he
married and
got
you care about
triggered.
like
Who's
women being
triggered?
single. Like, why do you
He was
care?
in the comments triggered. That's why he finally requested up because he was
They
flailing in the
asked me to.
comments.
They
I
asked
was
me to, so I
wondering
came
if
up.
you're married, then why are you triggered about women being single?
I'm
Yeah,
not
like
triggered. When have I
it's the
been triggered?
weirdest thing to care about for
I've
you.
never been triggered about it all. She's comparing my lifestyle to hers, and she doesn't even know me. So how am I triggered?
Don't nobody want to live your loser married lifestyle. Y'all couldn't
Now I'm a
afford
loser
to go on
married.
the vacations I can afford to.
You see, so who's
Y'all
triggered?
couldn't
If
do it.
you're talking about
Y'all
wealth now.
can't do it.
Oh my
Y'all
god.
can't do it. I can't even afford to get y'all baby college funds. Quit talking to me.
Oh man.
That's all you got. Okay,
See why
cool.
you needed to stay single so you can work on building your wealth.
That's all you got. You got nothing else.
No,
What's your
man.
biggest flex? Let's hear it.
Me being on here, dragging you, reading you for filth.
Oh, see, so then you
I
must be
feel
worse.
bad
You
for
must be
your
worse
wife.
off than me. You're
Well, you
dragging a
like to
random person.
argue
That's your
with
biggest
women
flex.
for fun? Huh. That's interesting, bro. You like to argue with women for fun. I feel bad for your wife, honestly.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way.
His wife doesn't exist.
Have you seen your
You don't
nose?
have a
Like
wife
that's the
for
only thing
real?
I know that exists.
You don't sound like you have a wife. How old
That's
are your
fine.
kids, bro?
That's fine.
You
You
said
don't have
you
to.
have
You
a
don't have to
wife.
believe anything.
Oh, he was lying about having a wife and 2 kids. Okay, bro,
What?
is single
Yeah,
as
that's
fuck.
pathetic.
When was I
No.
lying?
It's
Why would
truly
I? Why would I
pathetic.
lie about having a family? Does that make sense?
You don't
Yeah,
have a
it
family,
does.
bro.
It does because no, it actually absolutely does.
So what would you want me to do to prove it? You want me to send you pictures of my kids? That's what you want?
How
No, I don't
How
care
old?
about your ugly children.
So then why? So how am I
Old are you,
lying then?
Dwizzy? Dwizzy, how old are
you don't got
you?
a
I'm
wife?
40.
Where's your wife at?
You're 40.
Yeah, I'm 40 years old.
Why are you arguing with women on the internet for fun then? If you have a
I
wife and
told
2
you, I'm
kids.
at work. I'm killing time. That's what panels are for. Are they not?
What do you do
Okay,
for a living,
all
if
right,
you don't
all
mind me
right.
asking?
Transportation.
Okay. Like you
Do
drive stuff?
transportation.
Yeah, with planes.
Transportation.
You know, like pilots. That type of transportation.
Logistics
Oh, you know,
specialist.
like pilots? What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
This is happening.
Respect.
I'm waiting for my next flight.
For real?
Waiting for your next flight
You're a
outside.
pilot? Was it you're a pilot?
Possibly.
No, he ain't no dang pilot.
How do you
What?
know? What else would I be
Because
doing that I have this much time?
what pilot is waiting outside for their next flight? You're
What?
waiting outside for your next flight and you're a pilot. You're
I'm
outside,
chilling. I got
sir.
my feet kicked up.
You're
I'm
a
chilling,
ramp
waiting.
agent. Stop lying.
Yeah, I'm a rampage. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
you're outside. What
Okay, if that
pilot
makes
is
you feel
waiting
better, sure.
outside for their next flight?
Sure. What do
In
you
what
do?
airport in America?
I'm okay. I'm a
Tell
flight
me.
attendant. Yeah, I'm a flight attendant. What do you do?
Okay. No, you're a liar. You're outside. I can hear the wind. I can hear you walking.
Yes,
You're
I'm outside. Like I
lying.
said many times. I said I'm outside.
Yeah, no. You're lying.
Okay, cool.
There's
So
no
what do you do now?
pilot waiting
What
outside
do you do?
for their
What do you do?
flight.
And you said you're chilling. You have your feet kicked up outside.
Yes. What do you do?
He lying. He waiting on his next. You're lying. You're an agent. Let's stop.
Okay, I'm lying. Cool. What do you do?
It's literally
I own a
I mind
business.
my
I don't
business.
work for anybody.
Beautiful.
I'm a sugar baby.
Let's get those bags.
Yeah, comment. That's all.
Right?
You a pilot.
Someone
I'm
said
a sugar
TSA
baby.
agent. Someone
Hey,
said TSA agent. But they can pay well here where I'm at.
sorry I couldn't hear you, brother.
No, someone said TSA agent. I said TSA agents get paid well where I'm
No, I'm not a TSA agent, but yeah, they do make good money.
Maybe I'm a pilot, but I'm sitting outside of the airport, so I'm gonna imagine that.
Why
Pilots
would
gonna sit outside the airport for their next flight.
why would I not sit outside where it's beautiful instead of sitting inside? Like I don't understand.
You're a liar.
No
You're
pilot.
Okay,
not
so
a
I'm lying then.
No
pilot.
pilot. What?
Okay, so I'm lying. Okay, so I'm not a pilot. I'm
Yeah, okay,
what do
we
you want me to
admitted
what do you
to
want me to
lying.
be?
I
First I was an
appreciate that.
Amazon worker. What else am I?
I know
What
you
else
ain't
are
no
you?
pilot and you lied about that because you insecure
How
about
do you
what you do for a living.
how do you
I
know
know
what I
that
am or not?
because I
You said I'm a
know.
loser. You said I
I
have a
know.
yeah, you did. You
There
said I
ain't
was a
no pilot
loser.
waiting outside for their next flight.
Okay, where do they stay?
Ain't no pilot waiting outside for their
Where
next
do they stay?
flight. That don't even make sense.
Since you know more than my
And you're
career,
walking
where
around.
do they stay?
So you're walking around with your luggage outside.
My hotel, yes. Where do you stay?
You're walking out. You're walking around outside of your hotel waiting for your next flight.
Yes,
So
I'm
you're not waiting
outside of
at the
my hotel.
airport.
No, I'm not at the airport. It's right
Why
across the street.
wouldn't you wait at the airport?
Because it's across the street.
Which airport is across the street from your
I'm not telling
hotel?
you where I am.
Which
Like, how much questions
airport?
do you want to answer? You still
No,
haven't
no.
answered my
Tell me which
question.
airport you're
Hell
at.
no. You think I look
Tell
stupid?
me which airport.
I'm not telling you nothing. What?
You're standing outside of your hotel waiting for your next flight, and you're
Yes,
not.
I have like 4 hours to kill. What do you?
That doesn't even make any sense.
How does it not? Are you a pilot? How are you telling me what makes
So,
sense and what doesn't make sense?
actually, yeah. What's
Yeah,
your
you are.
report time? What's your report
Oh
time?
my god.
Tell me what your report time is.
I thought I'm a loser. Why does it matter what my
What's
report
your
time is?
report time?
First, I'm poor. Then I'm an Amazon worker.
No,
Then I'm a
no, tell me
loser.
your report time.
Why do you want to
Cause
know my
why are
report
you at the
time?
hotel?
This
If
is
you
how
that
girls
doesn't make
interrogate, brother.
sense.
I would have stopped responding long ago.
Yeah, this don't make no sense.
Cause he's a
First I'm a
liar.
loser. First I'm
You're
a
a liar.
loser.
You're ashamed
First I'm
about
a
what
This
you
is an
do for
interrogation,
a
brother.
yeah. No
living.
kidding. I'm a loser,
He's at
but now
he's
she's
at his
interrogating me.
hotel, but he's a pilot at the
She's
same
trying to
time,
neg
right?
you into finding out who
Okay.
you are.
No
Make it
kidding.
make
I'm not
sense.
stupid.
The math isn't mathing, bro. That's what
What
I'm
math?
telling you.
You haven't used any math at all. First I'm an
Yeah,
Amazon
Monet.
worker.
Yeah, Monet. No, Monet. No, Monet. Hold on, Monet. Clock
Oh
it.
my
He
god.
is an airport bus shuttle driver. That's what he
He is?
is.
Oh, for real?
Yes, yeah, I am. Yeah.
But he lying. Why would you lie?
Why would
Lie
you
about
lie
what?
until
I
you're a
have nothing to
pilot
lie
then?
about. I don't know you. I have no reason to lie. I don't know
You
you. I
a
don't care about you.
liar. You're a
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't care
liar.
about
Yeah, I'm a liar.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you. What's the first instrument rating you had to get in order to get your pilot license? Tell me.
Did you just Google that
Tell
yourself?
me. No.
First of
Tell
all,
me your first.
hold
Go
on.
ahead.
First of
Tell
all,
us. Tell us the first instrument
can I
rating
speak?
you had to
Can I
get.
speak?
Go. Hurry up, quickly. Tell me.
First of all, I don't live in America, so you
No,
wouldn't
no,
know.
no, no, no.
No
Tell me
what?
the first. You're a liar.
What?
Tell
I
me
don't
the
live in
first
America.
instrument rating. Tell me the first instrument.
I don't understand why these women like this. This is what you guys do. You guys
So
get
wait,
pre-drawn,
hold
and
on.
we've been
You
having a
said it's
convo with you
10
for
o'clock.
over an hour
You
now.
said it's 10 o'clock.
Yes.
In what part of the world is it 10 o'clock right now?
I
10
didn't say 10. I
p.m.
said it's 12 o'clock.
Man, it's 10 o'clock over
So you're not
here.
in the United States, but you're on the Eastern Seaboard time zone.
Yes. Yes. I said I'm not in the United States many times already.
You a liar.
What are you talking? How am I lying by not? Okay,
It's the
whatever.
same
Have a
instrument
good night.
rating.
Have
Tell
a good
me
night.
what's your instrument
Have a
rating
good night.
is. Do you even know what that is?
Money Love said
Okay.
shuttle
All
bus
right.
driver, and that was like, damn,
Look,
that
he
was spot
Just
on.
run?
Yeah,
Yep.
he read.
That is
Oh,
really funny.
I think he was Arab
I was gonna
American,
ask him
or
how
no,
long
he was
it
an
took him
American.
to get his private.
Oh, did he drop?
Yeah.
He knew a lot about Black American culture, though. Remember, he was talking about Chris
His
Brown and
lies.
Future, and
He
he
did.
knew a lot about us
Yeah.
not being
He
here.
was lying, G. He was
We were calling.
lying.
Yeah, that's why he dropped because we were calling him out on his lies. My God.
Who
Shuttle
says
bus driver.
transportation if they're a
He's a
pilot?
really bad liar too. Yeah, I think he has like a chronic lying problem. Like it
I mean,
seems
that's
like
every man on TikTok. Every man on TikTok.
yeah, right, dude. All of them, dude. All of them. That's why it's a flex to be single. I'm gonna change my opinion. I said it was like all good men. I mean, like being with a good man. I think that's a flex. Like, but it's more of a
They don't
flex to be
exist.
single, honestly.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
most
Eris,
men
that's
don't
not
exist.
Eris,
yeah.
you
Unless
can't
you
come up. Hold on, hold
Most
on.
people.
Eris, hold on, G. Eris, you can't come up. You have to send what did G send? Interstellar to come back up.
I didn't say nothing that big. I think it was a meteor shower. I said. But
We have a new
I
person
don't
on the
think most
panel.
people
G,
are
hold
gay.
on. We have a new person on the panel. Go ahead. Manifest.
Hey there, guys. Being single is a flex for women. Absolutely, it is. Good men, all men say good men exist and that they're the exception. But all bad things that happen in the world are largely due to men or men not standing up for not allowing bad things to happen in the world, even though they say they want to be leaders. They don't take the lead in making this a safe place for women. Therefore, a lot of single women have finally woken up and realized they are wasting their energy, their youth, their time in dealing with sons. We're basically mothers to these men. Even the quote unquote good ones, like everybody messes up at some point. So even a quote unquote good man
doesn't level up to a woman's mind and mental capacity. We are considered complex to you guys, hard to figure out, largely due to the differences biologically. Our brains, we use both sides of our brains. Men largely do not. This is just science. When we watch scans of how our brains light up and how theirs light up, it's just nothing in comparison. So asking a dog to be a cat and a cat to think like a dog, it just doesn't make sense. So by your markers, men, there are good men amongst y'all, meaning you can only compare yourselves to each other. But in the world of being a woman, it's incomparable. And so a lot of single women have figured out the key and the secret to living longer, which is also science. Single women live the longest. The reason the last dude couldn't say much, because one, I wanted to ask him, what does his wife do? Because I know she works. I know she's being drained. I know she has to work and take care of them kids. I know she, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then she has to deal with him. He's insufferable. His voice was annoying by itself. So there is just, the list goes on and on and on of how science shows that we decline, right? If you take away Abrahamic religion from these men's reasons of why we should not be single, like, we're not in any danger of people or babies or humans not existing, right? We're very far from, we're going to stop procreating if we don't get married. Like, marriage is a construct from Catholicism. Before white people got on this planet, we didn't do marriage. We didn't operate in a patriarchy, we operated in a matriarchy. Everybody knows who mama's kids are. Everybody just knows. You know who your mama is. Everybody in the village seen her be pregnant with you. Now, what we don't know is the father, which is why all these things came about. And they duped y'all too, man. This isn't about like feminism or showing y'all out or nothing like that. This is about understanding we've all been programmed, and to wake up from the spell. You will never understand women until you accept women for who they are and stop trying to control her and her freedom. I land.
So when you said this isn't about feminism, like, are you saying feminism is a bad thing?
I don't say it's good or bad. It's just it's like a first step maybe to waking up from the programming, but it's not necessarily, that's not, they will never be equal to us. So I personally don't strive for equality in a biologically different human that can't ever be equal to someone who carried that same being into existence. That doesn't even make sense.
Feminism isn't like feminism. If you actually like look up the like definition of feminism, what it truly is, it doesn't say anything about equality. I don't know where equality got like mixed into it, but that has done nothing but like harm the movement.
So
I would
give
say.
Give me your or the actual definition.
So the it is the goal, right, is liberating women from suffering under the patriarchy. So saying that says it. Well, first of all, men are not mentioned anywhere, and equality is not mentioned anywhere.
Well, that sounds like matriarchy then, which is something already in existence. You know, I think maybe the history of feminism is part of the problem, possibly. But before that came about, that's what it was. There was no patriarchy, right? There was way less harm on the planet. Doesn't mean there was none. So, like I said, it's a level of waking up.
Wait. When was there less patriarchy?
Early civilizations.
Yeah, there was no patriarchy. There was like civilization was matriarchal. You can find it in animals and
Back
different.
before like humans were in such mass communities, when it was like more smaller, diverse, tribal, it was more matriarchy. But then as population grew in these areas, war became popular. The idea of property, owning people, primarily women and slaves, and thus the birth of patriarchy. So she's.
Are you saying patriarchy did not exist pre-colonialism?
Of course.
Colonization? Because that's not true.
That's definitely not true.
It's proven that most early societies were matriarchal before the boom of the agriculture industry or agriculture era and industrialization.
But those are two different things.
What's two different things?
How is it two different things when that?
Agricultural
Agricultural
revolution
and
But that was
and
industrial.
before
colonization.
patriarchy. I mean, before
Okay, but that's neither here nor
colonialization.
there. I'm not about to come on, y'all. Like, move around. Um, yeah, we can move around.
I mean, ultimately, the point of today is that women live longer single. Marriage is a construct that ages and dates us. It's just a measure of control. It
And
doesn't
she is
really
right.
benefit.
She is right. And like one thing that you said that I agree with when you came up here is when you was like, and like it's crazy because I believe modern day feminism and like women going to work. Like I do think women should have the ability to earn their own income, but like having to pay bills when you in the when you living with a man is crazy work. Because if I have a baby, you expect me to like drain my body with having a baby and pay bills, like be stressed about paying bills. No, you gotta handle that. You gotta handle something, make a little something shake. Like going 50-50 and living with a man is the craziest thing.
Well, it's not really 50-50. That's why, and they
That's
try
what
to
I'm
shame us.
saying.
Yeah, they try to shame us and say like, "Oh, you rather pay 150?" Yes, I'd rather have one less child. Absolutely. The hell.
Yeah, yeah. So someone just brought up in the comments, the world would be better without cheaters. And like being with a man that's a cheater, that's no flex at all. Like it depends. Like I said earlier, like it depends if it's a good man, but being with a cheater is not a flex. So I was just struggling with this recently because I've never been married before yet. But I would never marry a cheater. Hell no. For real.
You know he's a cheater before you marry him.
You just know all the signs. Just women always like know how to pick up all the signs. Like
No, we
there's
don't.
like
What do you mean we always know?
really you don't. I mean, I do.
Like
I have
you
like
think
really
women
good
are knowingly
intuition.
marrying men who are unfaithful?
Hold on, what's the signs of cheating? Tell us. Let the class know so we can know so we will catch a
They have
cheater.
male parts. That's the first sign.
Yeah, no, if you go to his house and he has like women clothing at his house, or like he has random makeup removing wipes, and I don't know, I'm just talking about my own experience. Like that's how I figure it out every time, dude.
That's
Like you
Listen,
and
really
Josh,
there's
you
I
next
know
host
what
a
level.
lot of parties.
like shoot him out, bro.
I have a lot of pre-games at my place.
What's up?
I have a lot of pre-games at my place, so they get ready in my bathroom, or they might change clothes in the bedroom. It just so happens that
See, that's
They
a
always
cheater
got
type
a
of man.
reason.
See,
Hmm.
that's how you know. That's how you know. You find female products in their bathroom. That's how you know. You'll figure it
where
out
else are they
every
supposed
time.
to be?
Trust me. Why do you keep female products
I
if
don't
you're
keep
because
them.
you
They
have
left them.
multiple? Oh, because you keep multiple females. See, that's a cheater. See, that's how you tell.
How is going to a concert
Well,
cheating?
he might not be a cheater, he might just be a player. Is it your man? Why do your man have random women products at your
But
house?
these aren't
At his
random though.
house.
This is
I'm
like a
not
group
talking to
thing.
you,
Oh, okay, okay,
gaslighter.
okay.
Hold on, Mister. You're not about to gaslight me. You can continue to gaslight her in a
Just a
second.
question, Mom. I don't want to gaslight you. No fire here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, nephew, and mute up. Why you if you in a situationship with a man and he got multiple women products at his house, baby, he not cheating. You just gave something away too quick. That's why you shouldn't be randomly hooking up with these men, because then you think you in a relationship with him. Because how the random women products get at your man house, that don't make sense. Something not adding up.
Them just doing mascara in the mirror.
We don't even talk to her no more. It probably was a 1-2 night stand, and her deodorant and other bras and still over there, and she just never come back to
See,
get
all
it.
this
So
assumption with
yes,
like
that does
Smex
happen.
is not necessary.
Yeah, I know, Mandy. Maui definitely a cheater, but you know,
What? I haven't given everything that's given cheater.
Dude, you said you have random woman products
They're
in your
not
home.
random, but they're random maybe to you because you don't
Random
know
who
them. But
does?
these are my friends.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're your friends. So they're your hookup friends.
Not my
That's
hook.
what
It
All
doesn't
of
even
them at the
yeah,
listen.
same
that's what
He
you're
time,
doesn't
just
have
like
to
that.
hook up
saying.
with them, y'all. It's not about him hooking up with them. It's that he's figured out how to siphon feminine energy and keeps women around him.
Siphon. What?
Yeah,
I
By
don't know city
keeping
words,
women
no.
around him. You need a different word. Listen, right? That's like she said, like Carl said, is player. There's levels, right? So you like to have. He's the guy that has women around him. Like he said, they're his friends.
But that don't mean I have to like
Yeah,
be
you may not be
romantic with them.
schmexing them, but that's gonna be problematic if you're trying to be in a relationship with a woman.
yeah.
see,
If
and this
she's
is why
insecure, maybe.
y'all need
You
to
don't need
have strong
loyalty, bro.
boundaries as young women.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
manipulation.
stop.
It's not
Yeah, don't
manipulation
listen.
because I wouldn't be a
Listen,
hypocrite and
don't
say she
hold
couldn't do
on.
her
I'm
own
not talking to
thing.
you. We don't care what you got going on with them women. I promise you, Maui. We don't give a shit.
I'm not saying
But
you do.
Rainy, um, that's why I urge women, if you're gonna be single, you need to not be sleeping around. It is not enjoyable for women at all. Y'all can try to convince yourselves, women can try to convince themselves that they can act like men. And I don't think that men should be sleeping around either. I think that they messed up. That's why they are insecure and they don't know what they want out of life, really. But it ain't never gonna be it's never gonna be a one for one. We can never do what they do. It's never gonna happen like that. Correct. It's an old gap. If you're gonna be single, be single. If you're gonna be dealing with a man, make sure you getting something out of it first. And more.
It doesn't have to be transactional, guys. You can still enjoy yourself and live life, and it doesn't have to be any type of
That
expectation
is
at the end of it.
transactional.
Like
What do you
sleeping
mean?
around like
Everything
that.
is transactional. That's what a
Anything is
related.
transactional if you make it transactional.
No, that's what relationships are. You're
And you
relating. You're
Which kind
should
of
relating.
make it
relationship?
transactional.
See, you're seeing a type, right? All of them are transactional. Every interaction is transactional.
I
Just
don't
like this
expect anything
conversation
from
is
my
back and
friends but
forth.
just a good vibe.
That's that's what you're expecting right there. Their energy,
Just
the
want to get
vibe.
enough. Yeah.
That's enough. That's a transaction.
That's natural.
But it's
It's,
not natural. Dude, women just don't think the same way as you do. Like, that's what
Yeah,
we've
remember
been
we're the
saying.
feelers, so that's actually taking from their energy, believe it or not.
it's taking from their energy.
No, but see, this
Absolutely.
is how men have gaslit women. Like
Yes.
they want to act like marriage is not transactional when they're literally like taking the use of our bodies, like to have children, our labor, right? Like that's why they want to get married, right? They want to they want somebody who's going to take care of them. They want somebody like women do so much more in marriages than men do. It's not even close, right? And there's data to back this up.
Oh, brother.
Why do you have to be so transactional?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
what do you mean?
He's
You
thinking
invented
he
it.
hasn't even. Well, it's
So
the
you
level.
think if you called up your friend right now and you asked them, do you think our relationship is transactional? They'd be like, yes.
It doesn't matter what the perception is, or if they say yes or no. I'm
Your
telling
perception
you,
creates your reality.
no. Well, I'm big on science, right, and facts or math, right. The math's got a math. Right? One is positive, one is negative. That's feminine and masculine, quote unquote, energy, right? Even a cell. We can just take this away from people and look at a cell. Everything in nature is transacting. Not just us. Everything is transacting. That's just what it is. Everything is transacting. Something is given and something is taken.
So who's negative and who's positive energy then?
So you're gonna, well, you already know. Feminine is the
Is
electron, right? The
the
magnetism.
negative, right? They take in, and male energy is to put out, right?
Right. So let
So
me
who's
make it
Yeah,
using
make
put
who
out
if I'm putting out
negativity.
yeah,
energy?
so let me make it make sense to you, right? One tries to put their energy onto us who receives. Men tries to proceed, to dominate, to control, to give. to impress upon constantly in everything you do. You try to spit your game in our ears. We have to listen to you and take in all of your energy, your presence, and what you have to say, and what you think, and you're the logic, and you make sense, and you think you have to think for us. Like, the list goes on and on and on.
But women don't do the same thing in terms of talking and feeling and expressing.
Feeling is not giving. Like, when we say feeling, it's reception. We're perceiving, we're taking in everything around us. That's how we're able to feel. You're putting out. Men, that's why men are detached from their emotion.
Wouldn't you say
Yeah.
both have the capacity to do both? Like both
No,
of
I
those
don't think
energies
y'all have the
exist within?
capacity to have
It's like you give
empathy.
in,
In
you give
fact,
out, both?
There's a
no, in
limit.
Confused.
Y'all keep tapping the screen, please.
A
Keep
lot
tapping the
of men
screen.
are confused. Yeah, I got you.
There's a limit, right? So in balance, right? The most balanced man and the most balanced woman can exhibit both traits. However, being that you are in a biological male body, you're limited in that which you can feel, or in your right brain, or in that you have
Limited?
functions,
Did
or
you
in
decide
that, let
that?
me finish, or in that you even have function of your nipples. Like, you're limited, yes, by your Y missing partial of the X chromosome. So maybe you don't like the word limited, but you are from your mother.
I'm being schooled.
Yeah, we've all
yeah,
been
and like
mistaught,
y'all
sir.
have
It sounds like
Yeah,
Priscilla,
because
Priscilla the Queen Maker. Monica.
we
Oh, no. Listen, you
you
can go
really
read a
hate
book for
Priscilla.
yourself. I don't have to
No,
say all
it's
of her
hold
views at all.
on,
I look at,
hold
but when you go
on,
to the books, go ahead. I'm
hold
sorry.
They're
on.
trying to say relationships.
No, it's actually I don't agree with none of the like. I don't like talking about positive, negative, like feminine energy, all that. I don't like any of that. But it is
And I'm
scientifically
saying,
proven that women have more dendrites in their brain, and we've evolved that way so that we can experience empathy, a greater amount of empathy. But because we give birth to children, like we evolve differently than y'all. Even menopause, like women have evolved through menopause. We've evolved through menopause so that we can stay around longer, so that we can pass down knowledge to our children. Um, y'all don't do that. So like everything that about a woman's evolution involves selflessness, as opposed to y'all are kind of really selfish.
that's facts. Yeah, true. Yeah, women are way more empathetic than men, and men are way more selfish. So we have kind of a different mindset. I totally agree with that, for real.
Yeah, and somebody was saying today, like, yeah, like I'm starting to believe y'all, maybe y'all are wired to just have smecks. And that makes sense because the part of y'all that only wants to have smecks or think about smecks so much in life might be the part where like that's taking over y'all brain capacity to think about anything else. But that's why I think that you should give your son a pet when he's a kid. If you have a son, a male child, give him a pet when he's a kid so he can develop more empathy, because these men are lacking in empathy. They just want to have sexual experiences.
Yeah, true that. That's like
Thank
all
y'all
they
for the
think about.
gifts, by the way.
Oh yeah, I sent you a few roses too. Yeah, that's what like all they want to think about. Just about they like lack empathy, and they just like are thinking about having sex with you. Like the first time they meet you, it's like, hey, let's have a conversation first. Like, what are all these boys doing out here? You know what I mean? Like, so that's why women want to be single, and we choose to be single because all these boys out here, that's all they want. And it's just like that makes me feel weird, because I'm just like, no, I actually wanted to meet you, and like I would never marry you if you just want to like screw me on the first date. You know what I mean? Like, that's what all these boys are doing out here. Like, that's why we want to stay single. And it is a flex to be single now. Like, that's why. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of women too these days, like, there's just too much to lose in terms of being with a man. Like, if your life already looks great as it is, like, why would you? There's so much that can go wrong with a man. By like having a house together, merging assets, like, no.
Like, I think that, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see no hope for y'all. Honestly, I only see it getting worse. I only see women not wanting to be with y'all. And it's funny because this whole time, every time they get on the panel and they ask, they be like, "Oh, men are supposed to be promiscuous, but women are not supposed to be promiscuous." And we be like, "Well, who y'all supposed to be sleeping with?" Like, y'all be like, well, maybe y'all are supposed to be with each other." Maybe y'all are supposed to be with each other.
Well, actually, there's some studies coming out. I think Harvard did the last one that are saying that men are more compatible with each other because women have surpassed men in terms of all of the things for dating, like education, emotional intelligence. Like it was several things listed of why men just might be more compatible with each other. And that's not to say they're just naturally all, I don't want to use the wrong words up here, but compatibility wise, studies show that that is in fact true.
Yeah,
But
that
like
may
my
be
thing,
that actually may be the agenda to a lot of these talking points. Not saying that y'all are doing that agenda, but that may be the agenda to a lot of the talking points. And not to say any bad words like you said up here, but
but
that may
how
be
would
the
that be
agenda of some people.
beneficial? When people talk
The
about the
agenda.
GAY, yeah, like why would that be beneficial? Why would it be? Ooh, that's creepy.
Why would that be the
It's
Maui,
agenda?
creepy.
that's
It's
What's
creepy to
creepy.
me too, but you can
No,
see it in a lot of
I'm talking
different
about the
places.
camera. I'm talking about what he put on the camera.
What? It's just the
Um,
grass. It's just the grass wall.
no, but hold on, the lights in the texture on the wall is giving me the creeps. It is. It's triggering my trypophobia
I don't want to. I don't want to trigger trypophobia. My
or
bad.
whatever it's called. But why would that be
Oh,
an agenda? Why would that be an agenda? Like, what would be the benefit behind that?
I'm trying to figure out too. You all men
what?
think you can take me out on like
The
Hold
people
on,
who
hold
are
on,
in it, the
Rainy.
people in the lifestyle may be similar to y'all and want to indoctrinate other people in. I can't speak for them, but that may be the agenda for some people, right? It may be the agenda for some people to say, "Hey, what we're doing is okay, and we want everybody to participate into it." So we do push this. We do push this type of lifestyle.
But like you making it seem like the people who push this lifestyle, or I'm not even gonna say push this lifestyle because I don't think they're trying to push no type of lifestyle. Like GAY people are like they have like a mass influence on culture and society. Because the way you say it's an agenda, it's like there's some grand person who's doing it, or like people with a lot of influence or power.
yeah, like
Yeah, that would be the agenda. And then if you, oh, I'm sorry.
But no, you're not. What would be the agenda? What would they be getting out of it?
agenda of pushing T.
Where we're getting, they would be getting people of like mind, getting people to do what they're doing, right? After so many years of being ostracized for it, after so many years having to hide for it, now that we don't have to do it, let's try to have
But
influence.
like
Like I
that's
said,
not true.
I don't have proof
Because
of that stuff.
GAY men don't want to mess with y'all no more either. A lot of times, a lot of my GAY friends saying that they tired of men too.
Don't you find that kind of ironic that I would say that women have been the biggest proponents of GAY men, and the minute a straight man says
What
something,
is
what is
this
the
talking
insult?
about?
What is the insult
Oh,
that they use?
a
They use
gay?
GAY as an insult. I'm a straight man. That's kind of ironic.
Well,
Okay.
wait. So no,
What
but
is
don't
the
pivot though,
straight?
because you think that there's a gay agenda.
He's talking.
Like, what is that? That doesn't make any sense. What's wild is like the agenda is the thing that benefits society, like in the eyes of the people who are in power, is procreation. They want there to be as many people here as possible for a whole plethora of reasons. For one thing, the adoption industry is a $30 billion a year industry. People are paying $50,000 per child. They want more babies. They need supply for that. For another thing, they want there to be like enough competition for jobs so that they don't have to pay people very much. That's a big one too, right? And then they also
I
want
agree.
they literally for-profit prisons literally count the average amount of like kindergartners coming in to elementary schools, because and then they count on they plan based like for a certain percentage of those kindergartners to end up in the system. Why? And then that is how they
Based
make
on test
money.
scores, you're right about that. But
Yeah,
at the
so
same
that's
time,
the agenda.
Liz, I know that you've also heard, because you sound very intelligent, I know you also have heard of the agenda of population control, right? Through many different means and many
No.
different ways. And if you get people to go the
Planned
other
Parenthood.
way, then that can help control the population too. So now we can say we haven't
They're
heard
not
that.
trying to control.
I'm just throwing it out there. Now we can say we
Y'all
haven't
made
heard it, but
that
those are
up.
agendas too. I
No,
didn't
y'all
make it up.
made the
I
popular
didn't make
because
it up
there's no hold
personally. It's
on.
something that's
There's
been
no
out there.
evidence to there's no evidence to support that the powers that be would want population control. There's no evidence to support that.
Can I cite
They want the
Can I cite one
population.
piece of
Yeah,
evidence
why
for
would
you?
Roe v. Wade be
I can
overturned
cite. I can cite.
if they wanted
I can cite
population
one piece of
control?
evidence for you.
Why would
Yeah,
Roe
go
v. Wade be
ahead.
overturned if
I
they wanted population
No,
control?
hold on. I want to
I can
hear
cite
it.
one
Go
piece of
ahead.
evidence
Cite the
for you.
evidence.
In certain areas, you'll have Planned Parenthood for one thing, and in other areas, you'll have Planned Parenthood for in vitro fertilization. I'll just put it that way.
Why would they
No,
overturn Roe v. Wade if they wanted population control? You're talking about where they place Planned Parenthoods. They overturned Roe v. Wade. Now, 1 in 3 women lives in a state where she does not have abortion access in this country. Why? Like, that doesn't, you're not making sense.
and they definitely don't want MIT women to stop having kids because their minority population is actually growing. So
For the sisters on the panel, read you some Dr. Cress Welsing. She was a great clinical psychologist,
I
what
have.
does
So
that have to do
I
with
will
anything?
speak to
she
this
talks
one.
a little bit about it too. I don't want to derail the conversation, but that's
Well,
just
what does
more
that have to do
evidence.
with
So
anything?
what I
That she
can I
talks
say
about
something to him?
population control a little bit and how
Population
it's
control?
Okay,
How? There's
listen, I
no.
will say this. Let me come in between the middle of this because we keep asking each other the same question. So agree, there is what they call eugenics, right? There are history of trying to manipulate the population and things like that. The thing I was saying earlier is we're not in jeopardy, our community is not in jeopardy of a decline in population. We are still giving birth at a higher rate than we are being unalived. So we're not in jeopardy of that. What I will say to what you said, Dan, is that the single women don't have the aspect of trying to push that agenda on other people. It's not like a movement like, oh, you need to be that. They're just done with what they can see going on with men. That's completely different than I call them the Rainbow Coalition movement that has backing of government fundings and different groups and things like that. Their initial fight started for benefits, which everybody should have a right to benefits within the system. So that's separate than this prompt up here about single women and it being a flex simply because, again, our health, our peace, our lack of cortisol, that is largely due and largely in part to being in proximity to the males of today. I won't even go far
And I
back.
hate when y'all bring up the black population because y'all don't even know why the black population has been stagnant. Only like y'all think that the government put Planned Parenthood to stagnate the black population when the black population is going to be stagnant regardless of Planned Parenthood being there or not. It's never going to grow at the same as the Hispanic population because we do not have a black country bordering the United States of America. So in America, it's not going to grow the way y'all think it's going to grow. Or what y'all think, like the theory that y'all have, and I think y'all need to let it go. It is not supported by any fact. It's just a wild conspiracy that y'all made up in
I
y'all
think the
head.
sister before you gave you all the information you need. Look into Margaret Sangler and all of them, and they'll tell you that there's some truth behind it. But like you said,
But
it's
how is
the
that related
government.
to single women and all the stats for us being healthier without marriage? Like marriage being a construct. Like I get it. There's a large embedded
And I hold
system of
on real
family.
quick.
Hmm.
Y'all and y'all love to talk about like the black population, the black population, the black population. We need to come together because the black population is declining and we don't come together. Why y'all not talking about pew pew violence then?
I
Why don't
do.
y'all worry
I
about
do. That's
that?
I
Worry
do. That's
about
not
that
your
as it
topic though,
pertains
but
to the
I do. I
population.
do. I do. I do.
Y'all only
That's a
bring up
big
whenever
problem.
we had this conversation, y'all
If it was
only
a
talk
topic
about
we would
coming
talk about.
That's a
together
very strong
and
point, which
making
brings
babies.
us back
Y'all
to
never come
testosterone.
That's
together
part of the
about
There.
same
like
system.
no.
Carl, that's the same thing. The test that you mentioned earlier, they're obsessed with schmicks, and that is largely in part to their testosterone, which is also related to violence. And what you mentioned about the brain and less capacity for compassion and empathy because they're not rearing the children. I asked a question in the chat, would any of the men in here basically, would you leave your daughters or sons in an all male daycare facility? You know, like, why aren't there more male children things? And a lot of men will just say, oh, well, that's the woman's nature. That's what y'all are made for. Da, 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 da. And that's kind of the point. Like, that is where the bearing of society, whether you have children or not, women are responsible for actually having empathy for the world, caring about what goes on with everybody. Men cannot say that they do, and they try to call themselves protectors, but really they want to protect their own turf, their own family, their own home, whatever they've controlled and possessed, i.e., their wives, i.e., their partners. That's the only thing they care about. You guys do not care about the world at large, or you would put an end to pew-pewing between the communities. At this point, it's not even, there's no cultural divide when it comes to violence on the planet by men. That has no color boundary. The violence is up, and it is largely men's responsibility to reduce that. And until you reduce that, you don't really deserve a partner. You haven't
The
created the space
femicide
on the
rate
You're
high.
planet.
not
Yeah.
omnipotent to make choices for other people. You can have an opinion about it,
That
but
is my
you don't
opinion. I'm
get the
not making a
chance. Yeah, you
choice
don't
for
get.
other
Yeah.
people. But why are you thinking I'm
But
doing that? Well, that's not, that's really what y'all do.
so real quick, I would argue men don't care about their partners or like I don't think that
Even their own
because
family, that's true.
who's most likely to harm you when you're married? Who's most likely to unalive you? Who's the first person that everyone looks to when a woman goes missing? It's her husband because he usually is responsible.
Yeah, so it's really about hearing this and not being like, oh, y'all are the reason why, blah, blah, blah. You're the agenda. You're the Jezebel. Da, da. No, no, no. Hear what a large population of women are telling you and solve the problem. Be a
No,
leader
I'm
in solving
listening.
the
I'm listening to
problem.
y'all and respecting your opinion. I don't think that
No, you are.
once again, I don't think people should try to force a woman to be something that she doesn't want to be. If y'all want to be single, who should be trying to force you into a relationship? That doesn't make sense. Y'all were educated. You know what you want. You are able to expound on the facts and the reasons why single is better. who in their right mind would try to convince you otherwise? That wouldn't make sense to me.
No,
I
I don't
think
think
that would be
anybody's
more
trying to
disrespectful.
convince anybody up here. And so you keep bringing that point up as if we're not just having a discussion. No one is trying to force you to understand, and we're not forcing you to understand. You're not forcing us to change our mind, and I'm not in a debate to think the otherwise, right? What I am presenting is in 2026, we have the highest neurological diseases in women, in married women. In 2026, women's bodies are healthier single than they are married.
Facts, facts, facts.
Those are just things that we can research and that we continue to research today. We are healthier. So all the other reasons, we can put that to the side and just ask the question, why? Why, men? Why are women healthier and living longer without you? And then we can go back to the questions about testosterone, SMEX, and violence. And I feel like when we get out of that mammalian brain, then we can maybe come back together on compatibility. In the meantime, there's not enough accountability. There's not enough of leadership for women to settle. And here's the thing, for those who do feel like the family is the strong point, for those who feel like, oh, the family needs to come together, or society and population, Okay, so in your beliefs that family is center, the nucleus, right? We often hear from men when women don't get it right in terms of the males that they're choosing, right? That, oh, you should have knew he was a cheater, or you should have chose better, things like that. Okay, not all men say that, but a lot of men do put that on the woman, right? So what
I
about,
really hate that. I hate that. Because
yeah,
it's like these men don't even show their real
Wait,
face
hold
or
on.
real
Let's let people
personality.
finish. Let's let people finish before we.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm
people
almost
don't even
done.
show their real personality. So how do you know if they're
Well,
honest
There
or
is,
a good person or not?
hold on. Let's let people finish.
absolutely. And so basically, even in the Abrahamic religions, it's very clearly, if you are a follower or somebody that believes in any type of the religious doctrines, Judaism, Christianity, or Islam, it states in your doctrine of belief, it is better to be single than to be married. But if a man finds a wife, good for him, right? Then it's a good thing. It's good for the man. In fact, studies, science shows that you live longer when you find a woman. Why? She's going to make sure you get your doctor's appointments. She's going to make sure all your kids are healthy and your legacy continues. She is literally everything that is why you have legacy and health and live longer and longevity.
For the
For women,
bums.
it is better to be single. And I mean truly single. I land.
For men that can't take care of
Hold on.
themselves,
Hold
yes,
on.
I
Let
agree.
Bree go. Let Bree go, please.
Yeah, no, I just really hate like the generalization, like you chose wrong or you could have chose better. How am I supposed to know that this person is a compulsive liar and hiding all these red flags? So as soon as I let my guard down and they trap me with the child, or we're married now and we have investments together and we've built a life together, that they're a complete totally different person, or that they're hiding a child that I didn't know anything about, and the only reason why I know is because we broke up and now I'm trying to put you on child support and there's 5 other kids on the list for the child support. I'm just giving examples. This is not my life, but these are things that I've witnessed my friends and family members go through.
What
Like,
do you
people
mean
don't
list?
usually put their best foot forward until it's too late, or till they're married 2-3 years down the line and have 3 kids. So I don't understand that.
No,
And it can go
nobody
vice versa
can
for men
blame you for
choosing the
the
wrong
action of
woman.
others.
There's a list
Nobody
of
can
child
blame you for
support.
the action of others, right? You didn't do any wrong actions. I'm not talking to you personally, just the examples you use. In the examples you use, you were upfront. You were had good intentions. If somebody lied to you or deceived you, that's not of any fault of yours, right? And if we've all been in enough relationships, we've all got burnt at some point in time, male or female. Now, how you decide to move forward is your choice. If you get burnt and you say, hey, I'm not doing this no more, nobody can be mad at you of that. If you get burnt and you say, hey, I'm willing to try again, I'm going to try with another person, then nobody can fault you for that. But no, you don't take the blame for somebody doing you wrong. I think that's wrong. I mean, they take the blame for that.
But you realize that a lot of men are saying that, though.
I just feel like
A
people use it
lot
as
of
an
women are saying
insult.
the
People
things you
use it as
say,
an
but I'm not
insult.
attacking y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're
No
going to
one's.
have a lot
Who was
here, a lot
personally
there.
attacking
But
you?
no, you're not attacking me. That's what I'm saying. A lot of women have visceral against men, right? So that's them. I'm not going to judge y'all based on
I
what they're
mean,
saying.
No, that's no.
necessarily it's not necessarily visceral. I just feel like we're at a stalemate. Like I think that like I said earlier, I feel like the tables are turning. Like the men are starting to see because the women are pulling back, and they like the gap is getting wider and wider. Like the closer steps y'all take to us, the more we're stepping back from you, not you in particular. And I feel like the men are like, why? Oh, it's from your past, it's from the no, it's from all of y'all as a collective, because like I see the numbers, I hear the things y'all say online, and it's not working othering me. Like for example, what G just said earlier, oh, I think you a bit different, like that's not working no more. Like you're not gonna be able to tell me that I'm different, but you're treating the next woman like this or like that. Like that's not gonna work anymore. The triangulation, oh, this type of woman, that type of woman, like because we all noticing that we're going through the same things.
Yes, a simple conversation between women, we recognize the patterns. And, you said, oh, you can decide I'm not going to deal with this anymore or I'm going to move on. Men start new families every day. They can move on like nothing. Like nothing. They can leave their children. This ain't working out. I'm going to find me a more submissive woman that will do what I want. And women are left with children or left with picking up the emotional damage, right? That men can brush off and move on and start over. So that even as a young woman who maybe hasn't even delved into relationships, who maybe just witnesses her parents or the society at large, is learning from this, is learning from how we are being treated as women. And yes, women are egregious in a lot of ways as well. However, I understand and understand where it's rooted from. Right? I know that's why there are sayings like a woman scorned, right? Because we know what that buildup brings forth. So that's why you can point out and say, oh, she's hurt or this, that, and the other, because that is not the natural propensity of a healthy woman. Therefore, what y'all experience is largely due to you not checking other men. So it might not have been you particularly that caused harm to a particular woman, but by not taking it on societally, not taking it on as I'm responsible to heal all women, like my mother, my sister, my family member, like everybody is your responsibility. Like women and children are your responsibility. And by not taking that perspective, you usually get the brunt end of that when you come across a scorned woman. That is where men who have these experiences, that's where it's coming from. That's like law of cause and effect and karma. So outside of that, it goes back to men's violence, testosterone, addiction to objectifying women, and so on and so forth.
Listen, especially on these panels, I'm tired. Listen, I'm tired of telling women what they should do and what they shouldn't do when it comes to men. If you wanted to be single, that is your prerogative. Just stand by it. I don't see a lot of women standing by their decision when it comes to being single, right? Even if they're not sleeping with a man, there's some man in the ether that they are thinking about, or some man that they will give their attention if that man approaches them, right? So as many times as I say, close your legs, don't mess with this type of man. Just because he
Stop
got
telling
money.
women what to do, period. Why are you telling
Just
women what
because
to do?
listen. She just said that the men are not protecting women. I said there are some men
That doesn't
out
mean
there
telling us what to
where we
do.
will tell you to stay away from men, especially a certain type of man.
No,
But
what you need to
nobody
be
will
doing is
listen.
talking to other men, not
Nobody will.
us.
No, it's still not going to stop the behavior, right? Especially from the women, right?
That's trying to
Every
control their behavior, though.
let
And
me say,
instead of manipulating a free woman, it would be better to
To check
make
your
the
homeboys.
environment, to make the environment a safer place for your daughters
okay,
to be free.
if I
Instead of
say
telling
women,
her she can't wear this and she
if
has to walk a certain
I'm not
way,
even
she needs
talking
to
about
put
that
her eyes to the
superficial stuff.
ground. And
I'm not even talking about that superficial stuff. If I tell the women never date a felon, right? Never sleep with a felon, never entertain a felon, do you think they're going to listen to me? No.
but
That
would
show
you
love.
ever do anything to
Stop
What?
stop the
telling men
amount of
what
That,
women what to
felons?
do.
We don't want to listen
Hold
to
on.
you. That's
No.
the thing. It's like we want you to
No.
listen to us
No.
and change the
Hold on.
environment.
Hold on. Gee, you don't have to tell women to stop doing this because women are telling women to stop doing it.
yeah, but they're not
That's the
listening.
point. Okay, well, if the women who aren't listening to other women telling them to stop doing this,
They're definitely not
what
going to
makes you
listen.
think they're gonna listen to you?
Women
I
listen to
can give you a
men more
couple
than other women.
reasons.
Trust and believe. Women listen, especially if they're attracted to him. If a woman is attracted to a man, right, she will listen to him more than 50 million women telling her the
Facts.
exact opposite.
So
That's
Facts.
women
not
aren't listening
Every
to
true.
you,
single
so what is
time.
that
Girl,
telling you?
the
Especially if
women,
they're having sex
hold
with you.
on. The women who are dating felons are not listening to anyone telling them not to date felons.
And then why not
Why are
reduce
you
the
bringing that to
felony?
us?
Why not
Because
focus on
Tiara,
why we
I
have
mean,
so many
Lynn,
felons?
Exactly.
let's take felons off the table, right?
Give me
I'm
any
just
example.
saying,
Why talk to the women? Men always want to tell the woman what they should do to survive in this world when we want to thrive in a
listen,
world without
I'm saying
survival.
Because it's so much easier and safer to talk to
can I
women
talk?
versus to men, because men are scared of other men.
Can I talk? If
Go
a
ahead, G.
if a woman is attracted to a man, right, it's like tunnel vision to her. I don't care how much the feminist rhetoric she spews out. She sees things in tunnel vision, right? She will listen to his every word. She won't challenge him, and she will have these Google eyes on that she will miss all the red flags, right? So that's why I can't come and tell a woman you need to stay away from this man. She won't realize it until it's too late. So those type of conversations and situations I'll steer clear from.
We
She
already
just won't
told you,
get it.
stop talking to like, why do you keep repeating the same thing over and over again?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't disagree with you. Is that what you want to hear? Like there are women that absolutely are completely internal. They have internal misogyny, right? They are programmed just as much as the men to be all up your butt, just like y'all are led by your appendages, right? So those who have risen above the basic needs and know how to transmute that energy into something more productive in life. For the men that also have self-control, that consider themselves productive in life, direct all of those thoughts and energy to the problem, which is other debased men. Otherwise, you
And
fall
like
into the
y'all
same
don't really
category.
want women to close their legs because if I started a prompt that said women should stop having sex with men, a bunch of men would come up and be arguing like so when
yeah.
y'all be like women need to close their legs, y'all don't really want y'all just want a chance to nag women.
Yeah, you
Hey, I
just want to
Y'all
never
shame
just want a
said
women.
chance.
if y'all never
Yeah,
said
you
they
just
met that argument.
Will agree with that. The women need to close their legs, even though they're
That's
sleeping with
him.
them.
That's
That's
him.
you putting an opinion over the women again. But I say the men need to handle the men before y'all worry about if our legs are open or closed. Period. So whether open or
like no like
closed,
that.
handle yourselves. Handle your brother. Check your daddy. 'Cause he'll date your
Yeah, but
girl
like
too.
that they yeah,
Agree.
y'all like we already telling the women like the women already know like the women who get it we get it we telling the other women but like that's
That's where
not
the
good enough
term
for
pick me
y'all
came from. Who do you think came up with that?
hold on that's not good enough for y'all want to be able to tell women that they stupid dumb slow bitches who don't know how to control their coochie
See that I
and who
don't
need
agree with.
help that's what
Or
y'all want
don't
to
wear
do.
lashes, don't
I'm
wear
not in
hair,
the
don't do
business
this,
of
don't do
policing
that.
women business.
But you just heard another man on the panel say that he is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can't tell women what to. It's
I'm
like,
not
but
But
saying
you would
listen,
never
why
tell
stop?
him that's
I'm not
not
saying
right.
that's the right
Yeah.
way or wrong way. I'm just saying like I don't
Exactly.
agree.
You're indifferent, right? Because y'all don't check each
If
other.
I'm
You
not
won't
gonna
tell a
tell women what
man
to
that's
do,
not the right
if I'm not
thing.
gonna tell women what to do, I'm not gonna turn around and be a hypocrite and tell man what to do.
That's not
That's
being
Both
a
of them are
hypocrite.
wild.
both
But
are
if
That's
that's
not
your
valid
being a
homie,
points.
that's your
hypocrite.
friend, and if they have a family and y'all out there in the
So if your
clubs at
Listen,
2,
woman's
3 in
like,
the
yo, I'm
morning, why can't
uncomfortable
you say
because
something
men.
if you know it's wrong?
I know. Listen, God would handle that.
Oh, Lord.
Oh
Oh my
wow.
God!
Okay.
See
We're waiting on him to come back, I guess.
what?
So
That is such
we're
a
waiting on
cop
the
out.
I'm
real
not gonna
man to come
interfere
check
with
the
God's
other man.
plan.
Using religion as a cop out. I mean,
It's
It's
weak.
not
It's weak as
another
religion.
hell.
manifestation of that.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
but he
because
gave
I'm a
you power,
Christian. I didn't
right?
say because I'm a Christian. I said God will handle it.
No, no,
Nah,
you
that's a
said God.
cop
Yeah,
out.
exactly. You said God will handle that. That's using religion as a cop
So
out.
King said,
No.
real man here. So, okay, real man,
I can't be
King,
spiritual.
do you check other men when they wrong? When
He
they have
waits
the
for God
wrong
to do it. Can
thinking?
you? Where's God? Can you share the live with God? Just
No,
share what
I
it said.
remove myself from that situation. I'm not getting involved.
Real man, real
I'm
If
not
you
man,
a mod.
decide
I
to
can't
be
let
bad,
nobody up.
you're bad.
What
real
did
All right,
man.
Let's
King
see
has
how that
entered
play
the
out
chat.
for you.
Let's hear
What's
it.
the
He says
problem?
he's a real
Who
man.
messing with y'all ladies? Who doing
Huh?
it? Who did it? Who fucking
George?
with y'all?
Don't get up here playing.
Who fucking
Do
with
not
me?
get up here playing.
I
All
know,
right, what's the
George.
conversation? Good
George in
night,
the mood. What do you
everybody.
want to
My
say?
bad. I'm
You
straight now.
already know you get on my nerves, and I let you up anyway. So you better act right before you go right back downstairs.
He's gonna
Reading
say
from the
something
prompt. What
stupid.
do I'm in panic mode now. Being single is a like. What am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just checking on y'all, making sure y'all copacetic. You feel me? Ain't no guys fuck with y'all. Ain't nobody fucking with you, is it?
Oh my God, you're so
Well,
full of
yeah,
shit.
men all over the planet is fucking with us, and that's the problem. Like, so what are you gonna do about it?
No,
What
mainly
are you gonna do
you.
about it?
Mainly you,
You
George. It's
me.
you. You're the
Listen.
problem.
Well, I've never
Me?
met you before,
Nah.
so I want to know what are you gonna do about the egregiousness of men on the planet, the violence, the over sexualization, the fact that y'all raise our cortisol and give us autoimmune diseases just by being in proximity of y'all. What are you gonna do about that?
I guess not add
Jesus.
to it. Shit, not add to it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? My part. You feel me? All I could do is not add to it. If that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want me to whoop somebody's ass? I can't just be violent to answer violence. You know what I'm saying? I gotta deter the violence as a man.
So you're
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
be.
As a
So
man,
you
Like
ever heard?
I'm a lead the charge because see me, I set the example that niggas follow. So when y'all start having these conversations, y'all trying to convince the men, I'm like the ringer. So if I act convinced, boom, all of them like, oh, maybe she is right. You know, so
Okay,
they
but
gonna
what
follow
happened to the
suit.
big
lead by
homies? What happened to
example.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah, they gonna. If I say
Lead
y'all
in
right,
passivity?
they gonna
Is
be
that what
like,
I'm
damn,
hearing?
she is
Because
right.
those that
No,
don't
bro.
speak up, right? Those who don't speak up against anything is usually an enabler of that thing, right? I forget how the
We ain't
saying
about
goes.
talking. We about that action.
Okay, but
Okay,
what
you
happened
just
to
said you're
big
not gonna do
homies?
nothing. That's the action you decided to take
You
is to
see,
be passive.
you thinking a reaction is the only action. Sometimes just doing what you're supposed to be doing is the best reaction
Oh,
because you're
But we
not out
see
there
that that's
doing what
not
they doing.
working. That's what every man gets up here and says.
Who
I'm
is not? It's
different.
working for who it's supposed to be working for.
it's
It's
not
working for
About
working.
those
women at
people in their
large. We're
community.
talking about all the women are collectively telling y'all we don't feel safe and we're tired of the shenanigans. And your response to that is, well, I'm gonna be different.
And your response is to what? Start putting on
Prove
Yeah,
it.
we
fucking
know.
Prove
No,
it.
costume at night and
Prove it.
chasing niggas
he
that
was just
are.
Prove
saying
it.
no. He was just saying that
So I be
he got
looking
feminine
out for y'all,
products at
right?
his house. We don't believe you, Maui.
So I be looking out for y'all, right?
I
So
have
one,
to.
that's what I
There,
be
I
doing,
have to
right?
moisturize my scalp.
You got a what?
Maui, you are just full of excuses.
See,
Please.
you said too much. So you got them women around you so you can learn their moisturizing techniques, bro.
A self-care routine.
Oh my Jesus.
Learn their techniques is crazy.
Wow.
He say he moisturized his scalp. All right, brother. What
She
you
talking
gotta
about
do?
my
That's your
hair
I just
products. I
wanted
don't
priorities
to
know.
over
know.
making the world safe.
I don't know
Okay.
what this had to do with the conversation, but
Here
where I'm
lies
The
trying to
whole
say.
combo
Maui.
changed
Here
from
lies Maui. While the world was burning on fire, he was moisturizing his scalp. He was really good at his self care. And we
Listen,
love him for
nobody's
that.
gonna start.
That man hairline gone. He ain't moisturizing that scalp. His hairline getting pushed back.
That's why he's concerned about it. He won't be able to get the ladies around
Push
him no more.
back.
That's his priority.
Listen,
So ain't the answer just leaving y'all alone? Ain't that the answer? Ain't that the answer y'all put
oh
No,
forward?
the
man,
answer
Just leaving
is
y'all
make the
alone?
world a safer place. Check your brothers.
Don't leaving
Your
you
brothers
alone.
keepers. What
check
happened to
random people
bros
just
before
because a
hoes?
girl
What
is
was y'all
getting.
just bumping and grinding the bros? Like what happened to like my brother's keeper?
What you want
Like
us to be
when did
Rainbow?
y'all
What are you saying right now?
Or what
What are
happened
you?
to having a big homie to teach you right from wrong and
big
to
brother,
teach
little
you
brother, any of
to
that?
doing stuff that's not aligned with what's right. You know what I'm saying? All y'all just enable each other to do dirt all day, every day, instead of just doing the right thing and being an example. Y'all just want to just lay up and be raggedy together. It
No,
don't make no
no,
sense.
P.
Be
Men
raggedy
are fighting.
together.
Men are very violent already. That was not what we're saying. We want to see men fight. We want to see
Them
there's this
correct
big
each other's
yeah,
poor
they love
behavior.
you all love to correct us, but you don't want to correct
Hmm.
each other. Correction doesn't mean violence.
What's one
When
behavior
you raise your
you would
kids,
want
you don't
men to
have to
correct?
beat them to correct them, right? You have
Right,
to use a little brain power, a
right.
little psychological development to teach them discipline, right? You have to actually
Mm.
go the mile to be a better parent. So in that example, violence is not the answer. No, that
You
would be
want us
the
to
easiest thing
manipulate
to
the
that.
men, manipulate like other men out
So
of
we're
Out of
not.
all
I don't
that,
behavior?
have to
that's what you
manipulate my
got?
children. That's yes. That's what you
Oh
got out of
Lord.
that. I don't have to
No, I'm
manipulate my
asking if
children
you
to
want us to
teach them.
manipulate the men
I
out of
want
bad
you
behavior.
to use your frontal
Jesus.
cortex to solve this problem.
I'm just trying to
So
figure out
look,
like
and this is
how is
what my
this
frontal
even a
cortex says,
situation?
right?
Damn,
If
it
I
don't
give
light
my
up.
brother,
Right?
if I give my brother some advice, right? I say, hey, yo, bro, this is what you should be doing. But somebody beautiful, like I'm not gonna use anybody's name, but somebody attractive is giving another guy attention, right? And he's seeing this, and he's saying, hey, yo, this is what I
There it
want in
goes. Back
life.
to our fault.
This beautiful woman is what I want.
Damn, I didn't know it was still here. Good night, y'all.